The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Tuesday, March 10th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Cut. Cut is the ultimate peer-to-peer betting platform available in 40 plus states. Go to play.cut.com and use that promo code SGPN to receive a 15% deposit bonus and put your money where your mouth is over at Cut. That's KUTT. Jump on over there and let it ride.
Hey, this is LeGarrette Blunt, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
YouTube.com/the college experience. Well, better late than never, right? We were doing a bunch of shit behind the scenes and watching ball games and having a good time and, just living life. LIVEIN. Yeah, if I'm delusional, look at my eyes. I feel like the Jeff Van Gundy shit's happening. Anyway, YouTube.com/the college experience. Come look at a fucking moron. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swig Database Dan, aka Pick Don D. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Maybe a moron, but that moron's still winning ball games. Another winning night. Stamp it. Right, go to Mount too. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell whoever. Next time you gas up your car, you see someone else gassing up next to you, say, dude, check out the college experience. Those fucking guys win. I am joined by someone that knows all about being at the gas station or not being at the gas station. He was live in Indy today at the Horizon League tournament, taking many photographs with a lot of different women. Give it up for the host of the college football experience, former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governor, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, aka Moneyline Mac. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Yeah, my pickup line is, you want a full tank of gas? I got one for you, honey. Cheers.
And may the Schwartz spirit what a world, what a world.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
We're also joined by a third man in the booth, who is the host of the college baseball experience. Always serving high heat over there. Give it up for the great Noah Bieniek. How are you, pal?
I'm doing all right today. 5-4 day slate winning day for myself. Although went 1-2 on those best bets that we give out at the end of the show. So that one burner account that's keeping our record wouldn't love that.
That's true. I haven't checked on him lately, but he wasn't tagging me anymore because
I
mean he picked a bad day to tag me. I was on a heater the day he tagged me. That was even worse. I was like, wait, I haven't lost in like 5 days.
I know.
Now it's like 8 days, 9 days.
It's been nice and quiet.
Yeah. Fire day of hoops. I was 9-5 on the wagers. And some great outcomes coming forward here. So let's just jump into it because we got to react with some game balls and talk about some of these conference tournaments. Should we just go conference tournament by conference tournament since there was no big regular season matchups today?
Yeah.
That's all that's left. However,
efficient.
that's all that's left. However, I didn't include the conference tournaments that have concluded today. So let's start with the 2 title games because we don't have slides for that. So, title game number 1.
Yeah.
I think. What'd you say, Mac?
I said SoCon and Sunbelt.
Yeah. I was going to go to for a game ball from the title game. Troy just halting the Georgia Southern firestorm path that they've left throughout.
Very impressive too, because Southern went on a run to make this thing close.
Yeah.
And then they flushed the toilet again. So
Southern had been so hot from deep all tournament long. And Troy shut them down from deep. 8 for 28 today for Georgia Southern, just 28.5% there. So
yeah,
give Troy credit.
No, I mean it was a gut check game. They took it to him right away. Then Southern made their run. They said, "Okay, fuck this. We went right back and took it to him." It sucks. I wanted to see Southern in the tournament, but I will say this: watching this game, Troy is gonna be live. If they show up, that team has guys. Like that team's good, but they could also lose by 30. Depends what team shows up.
Well, and what I like too about them is they took it on the chin last year in the first round. So like this is like a group that's been there. Scott Cross got that thing. Yeah.
And the 1 seed wins the Sun Belt for the first time in a while. After we talk all this shit,
yeah,
it worked.
I mean, we also had a team win 6 games or 5 out of 6.
Yeah,
so it's like
2 teams win like 10 of 11, right?
Yeah, so it's
just go completely hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Troy had the great non-con. They beat San Diego State. Who else did they beat? Oh, USC.
They should have beat USC.
Oh no, they
lost
lost
that game.
USC triple overtime game.
Yeah,
that game is ridiculous. Troy's a team I would not want to draw with the experience and already been to the tournament last year. Like Bieniek said, McNeese was the trendy dog 2 years ago, and then last year they weren't as trendy and they beat Clemson's ass.
We've seen this Troy team jump up and bite too, like already this year, so they're capable.
Yeah, shout out to MD giving us $10. Rolled back the foreskin for this episode, he says.
So the 1 seed won in 2022 with Texas State. Before that, you have to go to 2018. So twice in the last decade, basically.
And even Texas State, I think they beat like a 10 seed, I think, right? Remember, serves me correct? Yeah, it was something crazy. Maybe a 7 seed. Yeah. Let's so shout out to Georgia Southern in a losing effort. I mean, that sucks. But I did cash my future on the Furman Paladins, and we all bet Furman, so I double hit this one. 15-point win against ETSU, and the Paladins are dancing on the fucking ceiling like Lionel Richie. Your thoughts, McIntosh, on these Paladins? They got there. After all, it was a rocky road throughout the regular season, but they got there.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we lost a lot of money on them in the regular season, but we kept hitting the nail on the head that this is a proud program, a lot of experience coming back. They started finally playing their best ball. They controlled that game today. Like that wasn't a fluke win. That pretty much was wire to wire for the most part after the first media timeout. That was one of the 2 championship games I was watching more closely on my phone compared to the Troy game. So yeah, I was super impressed with Furman once again.
Yeah, Furman, they struggled in the middle of the year kind of due to injuries. You had Asa Thomas and Cooper Bowser not play every game for them this season. Tom House also missed a handful of games. And specifically with Bowser, who was one of their best players last year, he missed, I think it was 9 or 10 games for this team this year. When he came back, they lost 3 of his first 4 games, just kind of getting used to him playing back on the floor. And you look at his play in the SoCon tournament, and he was the best player on the floor in some of those games. Alex Wilkins had a great game too, but Bowser was fantastic in the championship game.
Yeah. Cash that future if you subscribed. We had a great night. With them Paladins treating us very, very kind. Did you guys take a future on Furman?
Yes. You knew I'd take Furman. It's my team.
I thought, but I couldn't remember. I thought you were on I knew you were on Greensboro, but I wasn't sure the other one.
I was Greensboro and Furman.
Gotcha.
I was ETSU and Sanford.
Gotcha. Yeah. Shout outs to the SoCon. I will say the blowout championship game is a new thing in the SoCon, so I was a little disappointed in that. But yeah.
I know somebody said in the comments it was quality one that got my mind running a little bit, like Bob Ritchie to South Carolina. Like if they got rid of Lamont Paris. I know Ritchie was kind of positioning for Clemson if the Tigers if they dumped Brownell, but Brownell's really right the ship, and he's been one of the best, if not a top 3 ACC coach the last 4 or 5 years now. But yeah, Ritchie's probably due for a job. So.
Yeah.
He's been due for a job.
Watch out for that Georgia Tech job, maybe.
True.
CAA. God, man. I mean,
DGen Lynn, real quick, actually.
Shout out to DGen Lynn. Giving us $10. Any idea on why St. Mary's did not foul in the last minute? I'm glad they didn't, but Santa Clara could not buy a free throw last night.
They're only down 2. They're only down 2.
It wasn't like in dire need of them.
But I can still see the strategy there. But
I understand what he's saying with the strategy and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the other game that like Robert Morris had a chance to do the same thing. They elected to foul. There's 2 ways to play it. Neither worked tonight for the team trailing.
Let's talk about this CAA because I went a lock battle against you, McIntyre, as Monmouth takes down the Camels. Really whooped their ass, actually. And then we can go to the game ball here. Hofstra banks in a 30-footer from the corner.
Towson has so much bad luck in this tournament. They have it's Heartbreak City every year with them, man. For them to lose on that shot, are you kidding me?
To a freshman chucking up.
Yeah. Well, especially the bank. Like,
I know we covered, so ultimately we made money on it, but I wanted Pat Scary to finally get one of these across the finish line. That's brutal.
I mean, dude, he makes that 1 out of fucking 75 shots.
I know.
Like that is. It reminds me of like the Larry Bird shit. Bird did that same shit where you get the inbounds and you just perfectly bank it in, and there was zero skill with that shot. It's just you're getting it up there. I mean, credit to them. That's sports. Sometimes, whether it's a Hail Mary or whether it's whatever, like. It is a terrible way to lose, but
it's terrible. It's such a Towson way to lose the CAA tournament game.
And it was a great back and forth. Like this thing was tight throughout, and it was really grindy. Like both teams battled for loose balls, for boards. Like that was a fantastic game.
Yeah. I mean, I hit on both these, but obviously we took Towson money line, or I took Towson money line. That would have been nice to not get that bank shot to fall. But hey, one thing that is cool, if you're looking for the silver lining in this McIntosh, is King Rice has never won the CAA tournament. Speedy Claxton has never won the CAA tournament, so we will have a new champ. Which would be cool. Those are 2 coaches that I do believe are good basketball coaches. So I'm glad to see that. But
I agree with that. Like you get 2 good coaches tomorrow that have been knocking on the door here.
Yeah, exactly, man. So that will be cool to watch, even though I have a future on Monmouth. So go fucking King Rice. You got this. Don't you lose the Claxton. All right. That'd be cool. I like Speedy Claxton too. I always liked him as a player as well. Bieniek is king said, finally you jack fucks are live. Yep. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say, Bieniek?
The chat talking about the fouls too, and like Can-Am saying, "Oh gosh, St. Mary's didn't do the hack a Bronco." It reminds me of the dude fantastic interaction with Tom Izzo yesterday when Jackson Kohler bear hugged Adaimara because his free throw percentage sucked in the final minute of the game, and Izzo's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, and it was a flagrant instead of the foul. But yeah, you got to be careful on those intentional fouls too at the end of the game. So
yeah. Probably the best game of the day. I don't know, actually, maybe the nightcap, but I think this was the best game of the day. So shout out to Hofstra and Towson. Next up, McIntyre was live in the building.
It's a great tournament, by the
great
way.
Michael Huffer and our boy Tailgate Report, which you should be checking out. We had Horizon League action, and it started with the Detroit Titans, the fucking hospital. I remember a time a few years back where one fan stormed the court, just one, in their only win of the season. What a win. And what a meltdown by Bob Morris in the final couple minutes. Some of those passes.
Oh yeah, the one out of bounds. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
well, it was a meltdown the back half, like the final 10 minutes of the second half. Like MAAC was there, but at the same time, I think it was a 24-7 run for the Titans.
Yeah. I just felt like watching that the second game we're talking about, the nightcap, I felt like Detroit's defense, they're tough, man. Montgomery's an Izzo guy, and it felt like a Michigan State type March game where they just gritted and grinded that thing out. Their defense led to their offense. They couldn't make a shot in the first. They're like 2 for 12.
Lovejoy had a couple steals in that game that I thought were
like that.
Yes. Yeah. It every 50-50 ball out of the second half break went Detroit's way, and then I felt like that good shit happened after that. They started making some perimeter shots. The crowd started getting involved. This is a great story. And this is a great story for both these programs, Wright State as well. Clint Sargent's in year number 2. Montgomery's in year number 2. Both coaches now, one game away from getting to the big dance.
Yep.
Well, let's talk about the other one. Wright State drills Northern Kentucky. This was like a back and forth game that was elite for a while.
Yeah.
And then Wright State just had that moment where they just fucking broke through.
They got stops.
Bieniek wins a locked battle against us here on the Vikings of Wright State, just taking it. That fucking run, dude. They couldn't get back from that run. That run was everything, man. What was that? What was that run? If you had to guess, what was that, like fucking 17-5 or something? Something like that.
Yeah, Northern Kentucky actually came out of the half and went up like 6 or 7, got some layups in transition, but I feel like Wright State just put the clamps on them from about the 13, 14 minute mark to about the 6 or 7 minute mark. And they just really got in Northern Kentucky's ass. Like they punked them for that 5-6 minute stretch. And yeah, I would say it probably was about a 25-7 run or something like that, where they just got out and they threw a goddamn alley-oop off the backboard.
Yeah, that was unnecessary.
I was
fantastic. But fantastic. I thought there was so much time left in that game that I was like, man, that's a bold play to do to piss off the other team. Like, I get it if there's like a minute left, but they did that shit. That was like 10 minutes left in the game or 12 minutes left in the game. And I'm like, these motherfuckers. Shout out to Wright State. Bring back your football program, you pussies. I'm
not gonna lie. At half, I thought Northern Kentucky was gonna get them. I was like Northern Kentucky down.
I thought they looked better the first half, but it wasn't by a ton. But I thought Northern Kentucky looked better in the first half. But now Wright State dominates the second half.
I give a ton of credit to Sargent too. Like recently, this has been Wright State program that has played and been super consistent in the Horizon League as a title contender. And last year was a rough year one. And there were Raiders fans that were out, like already calling for his neck. And then to bounce back and run the league in the regular season, now they're playing for a title. It's been a great response for Sargent and co.
It has. And he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Friend of the program.
Friend of the program. Folks, before we get to the next game ball, I want to let you know that the college basketball experience is part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and March is here. And SGPN is giving away $25,000 in Survivor Madness. Yes, you heard that correctly. Winner take all. One person's going home with 25 grand guaranteed. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/survivor. That's SportsGamblingPodcast.com/survivor. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride. We're also brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer betting platform that allows friends and strangers to bet directly against each other on the outcome of sports, politics, pop culture, and more. And Cut is the ultimate put your money where your mouth is platform. Plus, Cut gives you cash back on every single bet you make. Cut's available in 40 different states too, so jump over there. Get Cut in the App Store or go to play.cut.com. Don't forget that's KUTT, so play.cut.com. Use that promo code SGPN to receive 15% deposit bonus. Put your money where your mouth is on Cut. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog has you covered for pick'em for almost every single sport. Underdog just increased their payouts to 2-pick entries now hitting at 3.5 times and 3-pick entries at 6.5 times. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers to play $5. Get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCE SGPN. So do that and let it ride. All right. Game balls. Let's jump over to the next conference here. Tomorrow we do get this game. No, we'll save it for when we have to talk to the game. Let's go to the MAAC. Wait, they didn't play tonight though.
Big one tomorrow.
But we have a big one.
I was
tomorrow.
on mute. Yeah, no game in NEC or MAAC tonight. These are just still active in play.
The WCC bracket. YouTube.com/the college experience. The Zags did take down Wayne Tinkle in his final game in Corvallis. We did cover that. What's that? Oh, the under hit for you?
Everybody hit. Yeah, the under was smashed. Came in like 20 points under.
Yes. And I too want Creighton to bring back their football program, Gary. But yeah, look, shout out to the Zags. They just had better athletes. Wayne Tinkle still has a winning season in Corvallis. I don't know if you guys caught the press conferences after he had his senior point guard that was a walk-on that basically he got a little emotional about Wayne Tinkle and what he means to him. And also Tinkle handled it like a G, saying he's like, I'll be back coaching somewhere else at a university that believes in the values I believe in. But he said nothing but great things about Corvallis. And it's a bittersweet end in my opinion, just because I don't think they're doing right, but you never know who they're going to hire next. There's plenty of times before where I said, they shouldn't fire that guy. And the next coach actually ended up great. So we'll see. The Beavers still ended up with a winning season, but shout out to the Zags. Any thoughts on that one before I talk the classic at night there?
Gonzaga has to thank Graham Ike. Without Ike, they don't win that game.
Yeah. And I thought, like, to your point, the Zags just have better players, but Oregon State was not going to lay down.
They fought. They fought for Tinkle. He can hold his head high on that shit. Like if you watch the game, like the max effort, it was a max effort by Oregon State, and they still, Do
you remember the ending of the Rick Barnes era at Texas? How they ran him the fuck out, like couldn't wait to get rid of him, and then he's like, "All right, I'll leave." And they're like, "Will you be back coaching?" He goes, "Sooner than you realize." And then he was at Tennessee the next day, and he's done all right at Tennessee. So it's like Tink's gonna land on his feet, and he'll be just fine.
Yeah.
And has Texas won an NCAA tournament game since fucking Barnes left? I don't think so. Maybe
Wait, when Northern Iowa hit that half court shot, was that the second round?
the first round. I don't think
Was it first
Texas has
round?
won.
Okay.
I don't think Texas has won an NCAA tournament.
They
game.
lost to Abilene the first round.
Shaka never won. Shaka never won an NCAA tournament game.
Rodney Terry got him to the Elite Eight.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, all right. So they got that one.
What year was that? What year was that?
2023. Beard had one win in 2022.
Is that it though?
Then Terry took Beard's team to the Elite Eight. Then Terry added one more win in 2024. That is it, though. But they've won.
That's underwhelming for Texas for a whole decade.
They've won 5 games since.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought Terry was the one that did that, though?
It was Beard's team
with an asterisk.
I know, but it's still it's a great trivia question.
Yeah, I know Shaka ended with 0 NCAA tournament wins in 5 years at Texas.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
Then
got upset twice, right, in the first round.
Northern Iowa and Abilene, right?
And Nevada. Remember he lost to Nevada
with Musselman. Musselman, right?
Yeah.
Got him.
It was 3 upsets. 3 seed succeeded. I guess they lost as a 10 to Nevada, but still.
But the point being, Barnes landed on his feet. He's done just fine at Tennessee. Tinkle do just fine wherever he lands.
Look, Jeff, I fade Rick Barnes in March, but you can't tell me he's not still pretty damn good in the regular season. I mean, like Tennessee.
He's been a back-to-back Elite Eight.
Yeah. I like to fade him in the postseason, but he's a good basketball coach. I don't think we can take that from him. And I don't think
guy.
Yeah. Yeah. The other side of this bracket is Santa Clara, St. Mary's, which we hit on. I hit on this on the money line, and my future's alive and well with the Broncos, who might have just solidified their NCAA tournament hopes. Great game. Shout out to the Broncos for 3 teams now in the WCC. Shout out to Eric. Yeah. Love to see it. Thoughts? I mean, I kind of thought this game was going to go like similar to this, so I wasn't that surprised, but it was a good watch. And I actually, as someone that's been kind of hoping Randy Bennett makes the Final Four this year, I like the loss here. All right. I like that loss here. And did you see Herb Sendek's comments after the game?
No.
What'd he say?
Let me see if I can. He said, Randy Bennett, we really need to pause and think about Randy Bennett being one of the greatest coaches of the past 30 years. He built that program from the ground up. Utterly remarkable. They're annually top 20 in the country every year, and I'm in all of that program. Shout out to Rocco Miller for that tweet.
Yeah, I'll co-sign every.
That's why I'm hoping this is his breakthrough year. I want him to go to the fucking Final Four, but I like the loss here because a lot of times they come into the tournament, just either on. I mean, sometimes Gonzaga will get them in the championship, but sometimes a couple of times they did, prevail. They were on like a fucking 15-game win streak, so it's just like, no, don't do this. Great game, fun watch.
They're also a little bit younger than they have been compared to previous years. So, like, this was just a ultimate Randy Bennett coaching job to get them to where they are now and beating the shit out of the Zags on Senior Day. But good for Herb Sendek. Herb Sendek's an easy guy to root for too. I know he coached at
No, he's my favorite NC State coach.
He's a good guy.
My favorite NC State.
Like
coach.
I like watching these old vets get it done at the tail end of their career. So, he got Santa Clara in the dance. They're a lock. There's no way you can leave them out. This is a 3-bid WCC, and that's great for the sport. And I hope that they all 3 advance to the second weekend and beyond.
Yeah. I mean, Jeff, though, there's I shit on Rick Barnes in March all the time, dude. So, I mean, we align there. But you know how many great coaches don't have a national championship? We're talking Randy Bennett right now. He's never sniffed one, but in my opinion, I think he's one of the best coaches college basketball's had in the past 30 years. To Herb Sendek's point, there's a lot of good coaches that don't have a national championship. Sometimes you have to be at the blue blood, especially the Barnes era,
Yeah, this
Was,
Kelvin
like
Sampson.
Clemson.
Come on.
Clemson was not tied to the fucking shoe companies back then, like a lot of the other blue bloods were. So, but at the same time, his teams do have a problem in March. That I won't run from that, but at the same time, I think he's a good basketball coach. I don't think we can take that from him. Would you guys co-sign that?
Yes, it's hard to win a national championship.
His 3 schools that he was at, well, actually 4 if you want to go back to Providence. When the fuck have they won a national championship? Providence, Clemson, Texas, Tennessee.
Yeah, he's been the best at every single school, like in terms of their era. Like just like Kelvin Sampson and just like Bob.
Now I will say when Barnes was at George Mason, Larinaga was better.
I'll give you that. But it's like by that logic, is Kelvin Sampson and Bob Huggins bad coaches?
Yeah, I mean you can. There's a shit ton you could do.
It's a single elimination tournament where
Gene Katie. I mean, you can go one by one on like great coaches throughout the sport. Eddie Sutton, you know what I mean? Like, did Sutton get one? He might have got one in his early days. No. Okay.
No. Fuck, Calipari's got half the goddamn NBA. He's only got one.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of great coaches that have not gotten national championships. I mean, Brian Dutcher. I consider Brian Dutcher to be a great coach. Got close, but. Bieniek, what's up?
You want to know the possible landing spot that could make sense for Tinkle? I've been scheming and brainstorming while you guys were having that conversation.
It's not one of my ones of Bakersfield. Now that San Diego's off the table.
Nope.
Bakersfield or Northern Arizona were my and Tarleton were the 3 I gave out.
Nope. Tarleton makes sense. I think first off, let me say this. I was looking. It seems like a bad year for the cycle of a West mountainous region team to land at because of a firing. But how about a coach leaving? What if Tinkle landed at Utah State?
I thought about Utah State. That one
think
makes
of
sense.
Where Utah State grabbed their last coach. Like they went and got Jared Calhoun from Youngstown State.
Yeah.
Like
they have done the young guys though. They've done the young and up and coming guys. But
yeah, that's
Tink
fair.
would be good. Tink would be solid there though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look, I know you're probably right, Jerry Davis, but I mean, come on, that Loyola Chicago team didn't have elite athleticism. All right, I mean, what was our boy's name? The big man that's playing in Belgium.
Crutch or
whatever. Krutwig was just a basketball IQ motherfucker. He was a great passing big man, great college basketball player. He's making like $1 million in fucking Belgium, or he's probably in a different country by now. But I know he made $1 million in Belgium initially. Look at that Loyola team. Who was the fucking athlete? All right,
this is great from Clark too. Like that's a fantastic recruiting pitch for Utah State. You get the Beavers twice a year.
Bieniek, well, I was thinking of one actually today that I meant to bring up, and I'm just stupid. Look, how about Pepperdine fired their coach? Tink at Pepperdine would work.
Pepperdine canned their coach?
Yeah, they canned Schilling.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Some of these, I don't understand some of these 80s. These
And
fire guys are fired.
I'm looking at like
they gave him 1 year. They gave him 1 year to fix this shit.
Maybe he got 2. I forget what year he was in. I'm like, did we just get there?
I think it was
looking
one.
at a running list
one?
right now of teams that canned their coaches. I don't see Pepperdine on there, but I believe you guys.
Yeah, no, it was earlier today.
I saw it today.
I was like, what the fuck? He just got there.
Yeah, Schilling had 2 years. 8 total wins.
Okay.
He went 8-28.
That's like fucking Wahlberg. Like,
I mean, Wahlberg did a better job, but not by that much.
But it's like, come on, man. Like, if you're gonna hire a guy, you gotta get more than 2 years, unless you fucking beat your wife.
Well, I mean, unless you have someone lined up that is a complete fucking slam dunk.
Yeah.
That like you like what's his name at UMKC, Turgeon. Like if you got something like that, that's the only like excuse I think for just that's a tough gig. Shouldn't be that tough though. You would think like, I mean, you're in Malibu, California. I've never understood why they're not better. But but they should give him a call.
Santa
Anyway.
Clara St. Mary's, great game.
That was a great watch. Great watch.
Santa Clara could get to Sweet 16. Those guards are fucking good.
I just want a break. We need a break from the WCC. And I'm not talking Zags. Give me one of these teams to go deep. One of these teams to go.
I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember once upon a time, all these fucking geniuses that come in for a month and claim they're March Madness experts said the Mountain West will never go deep in March. Well, San Diego State was one game away from winning a national championship.
Yeah.
It can be done.
Yep.
Broncos and Gales see that door open right now because Gonzaga's leaving the league. If both of them or one of them can make some noise, they're probably the leaders in the clubhouse when it comes to recruiting into the league for next year without Gonzaga. Like, that's your pitch. NCAA tournament, we're the favorite. Like, come play.
Yeah. Pepperdine canning their coach, but yet UTEP bringing back Joe Golding. If I had to bet, this is what happened, in my opinion, Nick. UTEP's joining the Mountain West next year. They had the Venables situation happen. So, like, Oklahoma, I think, was going to fire Moser last year, but then it was reported that, like, hey, whoa. They might have to buy out Venables' contract, right? To a much lesser extent, Scotty Walden is on thin ice at UTEP football, and you're already joining a new conference. I think football drives the bus here, especially in Texas. So I think they might be like, hey, let's just do one more year at Golding. And if Walden doesn't work out. Now with Oklahoma, the problem is Venables, he looked great this past year. He overachieved their projected numbers. So I think that might be what's happening there in El Paso. If I had
wait, explain this to me like I'm four, please. I'm struggling tracking it. So
I think Moser was going to get fired last year, but the problem was that Venables lost that bowl game to, I think it was Navy, right? And a lot of people were calling for his head at Oklahoma. Like, so I think they reported like meetings within big boosters where
but Oklahoma was in the SEC last year, right?
Yes.
So you're saying
they thought Venables could be fired in September. They thought with Michigan on the schedule in like game 2, they're like, if we have to pay his big ass buyout,
gotcha.
Let's pump the brakes on Moser. And let's focus on if we have to buy out Venables because football drives the bus at Oklahoma, right?
Okay.
I think you have a little situation potentially like that at UTEP because Scotty Walden was pretty terrible this past year at UTEP.
Gotcha. Yeah,
and now
I wouldn't have known.
It's a make or break year, and they're entering the Mountain West. So I do think that's probably what a lot of the logic is. And Golding, actually has a little bit more of a track record than Walden does. So I think they might just say, hey, give him another year and then we'll see where it works out. But
same AD or different AD? Not
at Oklahoma. Oklahoma's got a new AD that came in. That's another thing is their legendary AD had been there since like fucking 1996 or something.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing that helped them pump the brakes on Moser was he'd said like, I'm out December 31st, my final day. Right.
Yeah. Which is hilarious too, because Barnhart at Kentucky wanted the title, and then 2 months after Oklahoma's AD retires, Kentucky's AD is like, "Yep, I'll hang it up too."
Yeah,
I got my title of being the longest tenured AD. I'm done.
The egos on these people. How about that president for Ohio State?
Hilarious.
You look alive.
Did you see Calipari's statement on Bernhardt?
No, I did not.
No.
He said, "Well, what a great career he had, even though we didn't see eye to eye much." Like he's wishing him like best wishes.
Gotta throw that in there.
And then he's president, but we didn't see eye to eye that much. Calipari's the best.
Good.
Next up, let's jump over to the Southland, where
I didn't watch either one of these games tonight. They slipped through the cracks.
Yeah, man, New Orleans made a big time run in this game. credit to Corpus Christi. They were more aggressive, but I still thought there was a bad whistle in this game. But they got in foul trouble, man. Credit to Corpus Christi. They were the better team, though. They took it to them. And the Mexicans, oh my God, the Nazis, just get the fuck out of here. Why are you even playing basketball?
Killed.
Yeah. Pretty shitty night, actually, from a good game point of view.
Yeah.
But credit to those teams. I mean, it's going chalk in this conference. So shout out to those teams. Let's move along. Next up,
championship tomorrow.
Is that tomorrow? No.
Actually,
No,
Wednesday.
2 days.
Championship Wednesday.
Yeah. Starts
no
Madness
game in the Patriot. That for the audio listeners, we flipped down to the Patriot slide.
Starts Madness, the Big Sky Conference tournament. I tried to warn McIntyre. I need someone to go back and look at whenever I've battled him on Weber State.
They're the dumbest team ever.
I don't think he's ever hit a bet
game?
on Weber State against me. I did watch the whole game, yes, and they had their chances for sure down the stretch. They got hot. Actually, they cut that lead down to what, 2?
Yeah.
Like with a 5-minute mark. Yeah,
They had the ball. They just do some of the most wild shit.
But let's talk about the other one, because all of us felt pretty good that Northern Colorado was the best team in the league. And Money Williams said, "Hey, Dundee, you're a fucking moron who's sitting in a garage recording, talking bullshit." He said, "You suck ass at your profession, right? I'd 1-star you if I could, right? But I'm busy dropping buckets on Northern Colorado."
Yeah.
Good God.
He's been the best player in the league for multiple years.
Northern Colorado dressed it up a little bit, man. That shit was like a 20-point lead for a lot of the fucking night. Yeah. Whoops. But hey, E-Dub hit for me. 1-1 in the Big Sky tonight. But I'm pretty now I'm a little taken back on this. So we got what, Montana and Portland State, which we'll talk about. That is tonight essentially. They just played and the Griz beat them. And then you have Idaho and E-Dub in Boise. So the Vandal fan base will be, I think, there in the house.
And Idaho inherited the 2 seeds technical bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have the rest advantage.
I got a future on these Vandals, but man, Mac, I was thinking this as you were losing your lock battle to me. You think Long Beach is looking at Munson on this run and saying, "What the fuck are we doing?"
They're gonna get it.
What they win? What they win? 10 games this year? They don't even watch sport anymore, though, right?
No, they're in California. They don't know their ass from their elbow over there. They're doing so much fucked up shit.
Speaking of, like, Munson was the beneficiary of some dominoes, right? Like David Riley took the Washington State job.
Yes.
That opened up E-Dub, and Munson got unjustly canned at Long Beach, and he was like, "All right, I'll just jump up to Cheyenne or whatever."
Cheney, right?
Cheney, yeah.
Can you imagine if he goes to the NCAA tournament here?
I almost want him to be like, "Fuck you" to Long Beach State, but I don't, because I have a future on Idaho. So no. But I had that moment tonight where I was like, this team's won 9 of 10, dude, or 10 of 11, one of the two. They're fucking hot, man. What's his name? Isaiah Moses. He can play, dude. He's been balling off him. DJ Len giving us $10 since November 26th. The Utes are 11-2 ATS when double-digit dogs. Cincy ATS 2-3 when double-digit favorites. Just saying. We will talk about that in a minute here. Thank you, DJ.
I am so excited for all these pillow fights in the major leagues tomorrow. Can't wait to talk them all.
This is a worst slate of championship.
Got some dog shit basketball games tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well,
thank God for the 5 title games. I believe.
Thank God for the American East that we got tomorrow. I'm very excited about these matchups. All right. I'm very excited to watch these. Tomorrow we do get UMass Lowell taking on UMBC and Vermont and the technology of New Jersey. Shout out to Joe Burrow. Says it's the only podcast I watch. Appreciate you, Joe.
Joe Burrow, you're the only quarterback I draft in fantasy.
Yeah, and I can't believe you went to Ohio State over Ohio when your dad was on the staff at Ohio. That was pretty shitty. That was pretty shitty.
That was
Hey,
a very poor decision.
Yes,
I saw a photo surface. He's banging that one broad. He was at the casino with her.
One broad. I mean,
that one broad helps me out.
No, she's
so
like a
much.
celebrity. I forget her name. I
That
can't.
celebrity
keep
also
track.
helps tremendously.
I saw the photo surface. I go, good for Joe Burrow. Good for him.
yeah, $100 million can get you a lot of pussy.
Yeah,
Wait,
I was like, she's hot.
even if you're in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
right?
if you can have a housemaid that's a celebrity, like, good for you.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Yeah.
what's her name? I'll fucking figure.
You're gonna say it. I'm not gonna know who it
This
is. That's
guy,
the best
yeah,
part.
I have no idea what
Joe
half the
Burrow.
celebrities that are considered celebrities. All right, next slide. Sullivan.
Yeah. As I wait for this guy.
Oh, this one begins today.
Yeah.
I can't find it. Somebody find it.
Okay. I think we're good, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
Jessica
so it's-
Alba.
What?
He's with Alba?
No. Alba's dating someone else. Someone was telling me about this shit.
Is it
An actor from some fucking movie.
Maybe I got AI'd.
Yeah. I think you got hit had.
Clark said Alba, and Senior Football said Alba. FB Gata.
Moneyline Jack. IIQ, not fake news.
Really? I was hearing that she was dating
Isn't
some
she
actor.
like older than him? How old are like
I
he was
mean-
watching her in movies?
Isn't that the beauty of the planet?
Kinda.
$100 million is can get you some scattered ass from yesteryear.
Yeah, she's
All right?
44. He's like 28, right?
Yeah,
Better
maybe
for
run a
him.
little
Good for him.
cougar action. Just
He
fucking-
probably grew up jerking off to her, and now
Yeah.
next thing you know, he gets a phone call. All right.
Yeah.
dick to pussy. There you
Burrow is 29.
Hey, Jessica Alba's like, hey, you know what? Joe Burrow's a fucking genius because Jessica Alba owns this baby company. We get all this Honest Company. She's like a billionaire. That company's net worth is ridiculous. So Burrow's playing his cards right, and she's fine. But
Senior
I mean,
Football just said they're playing blackjack together. They weren't.
That's what I.
yeah, I
mean.
thought she was. I thought she was with some actor recently. Someone told me about this. I think I was getting my hair
Pure
cut.
ruckus.
Yeah.
That one broad, and it's Jessica fucking Alba. Are you serious?
She's
I had a
older.
chance. I had a chance to meet her back in the day, and I said no. I had a chance to go to like the not Fast and the Furious, but she did a movie with the Fast and the Furious guy. And I had a chance.
Vin
Well,
Diesel?
I wasn't like I get to meet her for sure. Like it was just like you can go backstage to what the fuck was the movie? They're like in a beach in Bali or some shit.
Like a meet and greet type of.
Yeah, well, no, it was like just the cast and stuff, and they were at a club. But I was like, nah, fuck all that. Like I don't want to. I had been told this while I was like at a dive bar, saying, "Dude, we can go over there," and I was just like, "Nah, I don't want to." Not that I thought I had a chance or anything, but I'm saying like,
The Crim Reaper saying that Alba is dating Danny Ramirez right now.
who the fuck, Manny Ramirez?
I was like, Danny
Who the fuck
Ramirez?
is Danny Ramirez?
Manny Ramirez,
Nick
the
is
left fielder
saying
for the Red Sox.
Into the blue. That's it. Into the blue. Into the blue. I had a chance to meet the whole fucking, and I said no. So who won? Who won that battle? Wait. Who the fuck is Danny Ramirez? I gotta go.
He sounds like a baseball player.
Danny Ramirez.
Who's he play for? The Padres?
I have no idea who the fuck this is. Like his Wikipedia page doesn't have a photo of him.
No kidding.
He was in
Red
Top
Wine
Gun.
Time. Thank you all. Thank you for the 25.
No wonder
euros there.
she's over there banging
He's-
fucking Burrow now.
Red Wine Time saying that he starts his Vegas trip tomorrow. 100 million gets you a lot of scattered ass. Words of wisdom. See you
Yeah,
in 1
it
week.
does.
Let's fucking go.
There you go. I have no idea who the fuck this guy is. I'm looking at photos of him. I don't know. I never seen.
Danny.
He's in Top Gun apparently, but I don't remember. He's not the main guy in Top Gun. Or is he the main guy in Top Gun? Is he the main guy in Top Gun besides Cruise?
I thought this was.
Is he Cruise's son? Is that him?
Baby. I don't know.
Really? I don't think so. I got no idea who the fuck this guy is.
Well, good for him for
Yeah.
banging Alba. Good for him.
I mean, this guy's hilarious though.
That'll last 6 months.
Yeah, his title in Top Gun Maverick is called Fanboy. So is that one of
all I know is if this is
is that one of the guys like in the school, like the name that they go by?
I'm
Like a
just saying
rooster?
I'm just saying this is his shit right now.
Because
all right?
I don't remember.
This is what I
Fanboy.
see when I Google him.
Oh God, I mean, what is that?
Yeah, now it all makes sense. Now it all makes sense.
Joe Burrow don't got that.
Does he? I have no fucking idea.
I don't think so.
That shit's all probably steroids. They take all that shit. You know what I mean? They're not really like that, right?
Sure, Colby.
I'm serious. I
have
live
no
in
idea.
LA. Like, there's methods to do that to make your. I mean, obviously you got to be in shape, but I'm saying like you take a bunch of shit. You take a bunch of shit to yeah. Anyway, Alba got divorced. She's banging everybody. Isn't that God bless America, right?
That's usually what happens.
Yeah. I mean, she's a billionaire, I think.
357. I have not tried the Big Arch burger at McDonald's. I've had a Whopper, if that's the question.
Yeah.
At Burger King.
That shit's
I've
trash.
had a Whopper.
Yeah. Last time I had a Whopper, that shit, I threw that shit up in the middle of a fucking bar in Sunset Strip. Like some really nice place. I pretended like I was tying my shoe, vomited on the ground, right? Came right back up, did a shot of tequila.
It's like my last experience at Buffalo Wild Wings. I had never eat that shit again. These fucking wings are trash.
Yeah, dude. I was hurting. We were day drinking.
Overpriced.
We were day drinking all day, and like, we were headed to this place on Sunset Strip, and I was just like, dude, I need some type of food, and we had our me and my buddy had our Uber driver just like roll into. We were like, what's that Burger King right there? I fucking ate a Whopper. That shit did not go well with me. Like instantly after I ate that, I was like, ooh, I don't feel very good. Then I thought I had it. I thought I had it mentally. I was like, you can do this. You got
Red
this.
Wine Time saying Danny Ramirez, I think, owns the 7-Eleven down South Street.
Yeah, it was the Danny Ramirez. This guy's he's hitting out of his ballpark, right? Yeah. Anyway, so Joe Burrow, no dice. If you had gone to Ohio, you would have gotten Jessica Alba. All right, I'll just say that. Burrow, all right?
Yeah, give it 3 weeks. You'll have another shot, Joey.
He's a fucking millionaire. I mean, come on.
He'll be all right.
Yeah. I don't even know if you. I mean, the only good thing is he married into a billionaire, but then it's like he's gonna live in LA. You play in Cincinnati. No one wants to do that back and forth, you know? Colby, I expect better from you. Your wife's calling me. What do you mean? About vomiting on the Whopper? That was honestly, that was not me just being drunk and vomiting. That was actually the Whopper being
he's
terrible.
Going back to the Alba.
Oh yeah. Well, that was just a moment. You know, I didn't think. First off, I didn't feel like going to the fucking nightclub, and then meet that shit. What are the odds on that? I know, but a lot of people don't get that opportunity, I guess. But I'm saying, like, am I gonna go there and just be like, "Hey, how are you? You heard of me?"
It's Colby.
Yeah, just did Joe's Crab Shack's open mic the other day. But I would have shot. Had the opportunity. Had I gone there, I would have taken advantage of it, and I would have been laughed at probably. What the fuck are we talking about again? Yeah. Here's my card. See that right there?
I pick winners.
Like, who the fuck is this? But you got to shoot your shot. I've tried that shit. Tried that shit before. What were we talking about prior to this?
We were getting ready to move into probably an ad, but more likely the conference tournament picks. We got some brackets.
Oh yeah. Colby, I'm surprised you're not vegan.
Based off what?
Yeah. Just because I lived in Los Angeles, dude.
Lived in LA and called a Whopper trash.
I don't think you realize. Go hang out. Like the amount of Mexicans in Los Angeles, they're not vegans. I'll tell you that. I think you probably get a few. Every actor's probably a vegan out there, but I'm saying I still think that gets a bad rap. You randomly go into a random house in Los Angeles. You're gonna get like a Mexican family barbecue, and or I don't think it's as bad as you think.
Saying Colby to Jessica Alba, you're looking live.
There we go. We should all tweet her right now. See how my wife responds to this.
Yeah.
That bitch.
I'll send her a Mac to school shirt.
Yeah, that's there you go. Just look up the Honest Company's headquarters and just take the address and write Jessica Alba and just say Mac to school. Right? Let's do that. See if it works.
I want to lick your ass.
And then you should have a comment. You should have a comment in there saying Ramirez is shit.
You're not even dating the right Ramirez. It's Manny Ramirez, not Danny Ramirez.
Yeah. That's what the note should say. Dump Danny. Fuck Manny.
MJ. It's so real that it turned into a bit.
Yes, Kramer really did eat. This is the best part about it. So Mike Leach invites us up to Washington State when he was the head coach. And well, he did this twice. First off, he had a Chicopee burger at the fucking in Moscow, Idaho, at like a good burger joint, right? So that was hilarious because it was almost like a diner where you sit right in front of them cooking. Some of them cooking right in front of you. But it was great because you could hear one person in the back saying "one pussy burger," right? So then we heard that, and then we just ran it. We just called him out the rest of the time, saying "one pussy burger, sir." But then at actual Martin Stadium, Washington State's football stadium, they gave us like the royal treatment. It was really cool. Met like Steve Spurrier and Drew Bledsoe and stuff. They were there, but. They had this gigantic spread for us, for not only for us, but for like anybody with the university, right? And like pulled pork sandwiches and shit for whatever that day. That was what we were working with, and it was good. It was really good considering it was free, right? And Kramer did just took the coleslaw from the pulled pork and ate a sandwich. But it was great though because you had people looking at him as he was putting it up, and obviously. Coach Leach found out about this, and he had some
words.
Yeah, I don't know that I can repeat those on air, but great time with Kramer really eating a coleslaw sandwich. But yeah, so I guess that's what you're saying with the LA thing. Where are you guys at with coleslaw? You potato salad or coleslaw?
Potato salad. I don't like. I think coleslaw sucks.
I love coleslaw. It's got to be done right though. That can miss incredibly.
Yeah,
that can miss incredibly. Coleslaw is like one of the ones where like you can really fucking miss. Bieniek, we know your take on sushi or seafood. How about coleslaw or potato salad?
I went to college in Pittsburgh for 3 years. The answer is coleslaw.
Is that a Pittsburgh thing?
Oh, they put slaw on everything, dude.
Okay.
That explains Pittsburgh.
It's not my favorite, but I have eaten it, and I would prefer it over a potato salad.
Interesting. You're not a potato guy. You don't like mashed potatoes.
No. I love potatoes. I prefer the texture of like a crunchy potato rather than mashed or.
So like diced tomatoes that are cooked.
So I love a baked potato. I like a hash brown. I like a French fry or whatever you want to call it. Like a crispy potato rather than a mashed or mushy.
Yeah. I do fuck with coleslaw, but I will say that's one where you can't just roll in. You can't just roll into like coleslaw is when if you go to like a true barbecue joint. Coleslaw is good. If you're out in the world and just go rogue, like at a random restaurant and just say coleslaw, then you can get some bullshit. From my experiences. You're looking live at the college basketball experience. We're brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states, and Kalshi has a ton of trading options for your favorite sports. And Kalshi has combos. Combine 2 or more predictions to increase your payouts. It's Kalshi. You can trade anything over there. New Kalshi customers get $20 when you use the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi. Kalshi, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is your official data tool for dominating the madness of college hoops. The AI bracket generator is now open. Generate up to 3 NCAA tournament brackets backed by AI models. Then unlock model-backed predictions for every game from the first 4 through the finals. Looking to go premium? Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% up your first month. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com. All right, because we're also brought to you by Rhythm. Download Rhythm. Use that promo code SGPN25. We're also brought to you by Merch Madness. Look, startyourfootballprogram.com. Go there right this second. And we didn't get any sales today. I'm very disappointed in our fan base and our clientele. George Mason t-shirts, start your football program with the promo code March is like $20. You can get over there. We're trying to get to 99 by April 5th. We're at 10. So 89 shirts, 26 days. Looking bleak. We need someone to come in big time. 15% off everything in the promo. And look, the merch store's got a bunch of other great Mac to School t-shirts that he's going to send to Jessica Alba. They're available. All right. So jump on over there and check it out. Good coleslaw has no freaking sugar on it. Yes, Jerry. We see eye to eye there. Stop putting sugar on shit. Don't like sweet. When I eat dinner, I don't want fucking sweet shit. All right? Don't give me sweet shit or lunch. Anyway, shout out to Jay North giving us $2. Oh, here's a good conversation for us. As we're talking barbecue rank, Carolina, KC, Memphis, Texas. I have this figured out. Now I went on
this came up a couple of episodes ago or whatever.
I don't have an answer for KC, but I did this 3 days in a row, right? I did Texas, Memphis, Carolina 3 days in a row. It might have been backwards. Carolina, Memphis, then Texas. Texas and Carolina to me are the best. I think Texas would get the 1 seed. It might have just been the place I chose, which is about 45 minutes from Austin. I'd have to pull up to remember the name of it, but Carolina right there. I mean, it's very close. Memphis was good, but it's too sweet for me. I don't.
Not a fan of Memphis.
I mean, look, it still tasted good, but it's just too sweet. It's too sweet. Your guys' takes.
Texas won. Texas barbecue is really fucking good. Kansas City too. I think Kansas City's barbecue whenever I went for the Big 12 tournament was.
Yeah, I haven't had that one. I got to try that.
Good.
Yeah.
So I haven't really had the other two.
Dude, Carolina has 2 different within the state.
Really?
Yeah. So it's 2 different styles in the state. I recommend the vinegar-based one. It's pretty fire.
Yeah, one's vinegar and one's mustard.
Yeah.
My barbecue experience is the largest fair in the Mid-Atlantic for barbecue food that was in Pittsburgh. I love barbecue food, and I did 3 straight days, did a ton of different cities or whatever. I couldn't tell you because I've tried so many of them. My favorite go tomato-based, smoky, then everything else I'm like, eh. So I like the tomato base and then smoky barbecue. Honey barbecue is probably number 3 to me. So
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, did I go to Black's Barbecue? Maybe that was it. I don't know, man. I'd have to like Google image it. Yeah. I mean, that vinegar base to me is at first in Carolina, especially when I was at ECU and stuff. We went, and I don't know that I really dove into the vinegar. Once I came back and visited NC Nick and stuff when I was living in LA, that's when I got into the vinegar shit. Is fire, absolute fire. Love barbecue, great stuff there. All right, we got a bunch of brackets to break down. And it starts with wait, did I fuck this up? Did I not upload the slides? Thought I did. Oh, they're there. No.
You did not upload them.
No, they're here. They're right here, right? Yes. We just uploaded shit after them. The Atlantic 10 conference tournament starts what day now, Bieniek?
This one begins
Wednesday.
And this is in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
You labeled this March 8th for what it's worth. That's why I was like, yeah, we don't have it. But
I will be there for the 2 semis and the championship on Sunday.
There we go.
Bada bing, bada boom. You're going to be there for the championship?
Yeah, it's at 1:00. And then I'll be back at Morgantown by selection Sunday.
Bang.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I mean, come on. This is how we do it. Someone gave us $2 to talk barbecue. Then
Yeah.
I don't think someone gave us money to talk Jessica Alba and Joe Burrow. I don't even know how the fuck that actually happened. How did that
I brought it up. It popped up on my feed.
MAAC.
I'm into pop culture. What can I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, into pop culture, and he couldn't think of Jessica Alba. He said that
I
one.
was like, hey, who's that? She looks good.
Derek Jeter ran through that.
Yeah.
Derek Jeter has one of the best. He's like,
he does.
Remember the one time we called out Fred Durst? Jeter is on that level. He might even be better than that level.
Dude,
he might even be better than that level.
Jeter's got a fucking a nice starting 1-9 batting order.
Pound for pound, actually, I think Pete Davidson's one of the ugliest looking guys out there. His lineup's pretty damn good.
He's the rebound guy.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah. Davidson's done. He's outkicked this coverage.
Yeah.
Some say the A10 has outkicked their coverage by doing the tournament in Pittsburgh. I kind of like this. This is their first year in Pittsburgh in a while, right?
50th.
Yeah. So what do we think? This is definitely going to be a pro Dayton crowd.
Yeah. Dayton. I think that you could maybe get the Richmond, like the VCU Richmond.
VCU will travel because they're destined. This is a big tournament for them. But yeah.
I think it's Dayton VCU as your fan bases. That will be quite loud. Maybe St. Joe's. Maybe. That's still a 5-hour trip for St. Joe's.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, Red Wine. Give him the chip. So St. Louis is plus 130. That I will not take that. VCU is plus 180. Dayton's plus 750. St. Joe's plus 1100. The Colonials of George Washington. The Colonials of George Washington are plus 1600. Davidson plus 2500. George Mesa plus 3500. Duquesne, the Dukes at home there. Bet Detective says wait, plus 6,000. Rhode Island plus 8,000. Richmond plus 200 to 1 with Richmond, Fordham, and the Bonnies are 250 to 1 in Schmidt's finale, and Valentine still not fired, 500 to 1 at Loyola. Same with LaSalle. You telling me Valentine's making it through this?
He's got the same odds as LaSalle.
I mean, that's just wild to me. Let's look at the bracket a little closer. So Duquesne, the team that should have a little home crowd. Not a terrible path.
Duquesne barely fills their own arena. They're not filling PPG.
Kind of like I'm going to take Dayton up top. That's the obvious one with the crowd. I also think St. Louis away from home is not that good. Although George Mason might be able to give Dayton they kind of I know Dayton took it to them at Fairfax, but they're kind of same style to me, teams. But I think Dayton's still the play. Up top, down south here. I'm gonna go St. Joe's. Give me St. Joe's. Yeah, Bill Russo, I'm with you. So the two plays I'll do are Dayton at plus 750, St. Joe's at plus 1100. McIntyre, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I think St. Joe's is definitely the hottest team coming into it. I'll go Dayton. I've been saying for weeks that I think Dayton's playing really good ball. I think dropping that last game of the regular season to VCU, they reset here. I think ultimately Dayton is going to cut down the nets. I think Anthony Grant back against wall foxhole type tournament. I think Dayton gets it done. My long shot is going to be G-Dub. Like they're a veteran group that just underachieved in conference play for whatever reason. They were good in the non-con. Give me G-Dub. I think they could pick off St. Louis if they can get by Fordham. They have enough firepower. So give me G-Dub as a long shot, but give me Anthony Grant and the Dayton Flyers to get this thing done.
Bieniek?
I actually have 3 bets in this one. This is the first time I've done this year with jumping in on 3. And I actually like 3 teams all on the same side of the bracket. Specifically, I'm targeting
Please explain.
I'm targeting St. Louis. And
you're fading them?
Yeah, just fading them. They've lost their last 3 games away from STL. And they just have not been playing great defense recently. You can sort like throughout the last 4 weeks or so in Torvik, how they've been playing in conference play. Their defense was third to worst in the league. I don't know if that's necessarily going to cut it. And I can't circle any injuries that they've had that's caused this. They're just not playing very well defensively. Plus 130, I think, is outrageous. I just didn't really fall in love with any of the teams on the bottom half. I wasn't running to the window to take plus 180 with VCU. If you don't want to take my approach, I would say take VCU and then one of the 3 teams I'm about to mention. Dayton has been one of the hotter teams coming into the A10 bracket here. Dayton has the 2 losses to VCU, but I am going to sprinkle them at plus 750. I think it's a 3 times better price with a little bit more value. They have a win over George Mason by 15 earlier this year. They've gotten healthy, is the big thing with Dayton. Amel Atong has kind of emerged as a real player in the league. Speaking of George Mason, that's the next team that I'm going to point you to, 35-1. This is a team that began the year on an absolute roll and then for whatever reason kind of stumbled throughout conference play. I think 35-1 with a team that has a bye that is quality, I think is well worth the shot. I'm taking that because it's one of the best prices I think you can find out there. And then the other one I'm taking because I think this price smells. You're telling me that St. Louis is the favorite in this thing, but George Washington's just 16-1. They're the 5th shot to win the league, and their second game is going to be against the number 1 seed. To me, I think trouble's brewing in the top half of the bracket, and I want value shots on the 3 teams that I think are most likely coming out. So give me Dayton plus 750. Give me George Washington at 16-1. Give me George Mason at 35-1.
Let's go.
Also with George Washington, the reason why they stumbled in conference play, their best player, Rafael Castro, was out with a concussion for like 4 games down the stretch. So that's why I like the Colonials.
Who the hell misses 4 basketball games with a concussion?
I don't even know. Was it? How many was it?
Aren't
He
we?
only played 24, so he missed 6 games with a concussion.
Good God. What a world we live in. Next up, we have the beautiful American Conference. It seems to be missing a real winner, though. I don't even want to. Here's my pick. All right, so minus 120, we have South Florida. That's not my pick, but that's the odds. Minus 120 South Florida.
Too, before we get there, the reason why the American has this format of the bracket was to cater to Memphis, and they barely snuck into this fucking.
They're in,
and they're the detriment of this style of bracket format, which is absolutely hilarious.
This bracket sucks. Fuck you, American. And fuck you for not including every team. You go to this cockamamie shit and you don't even put in every team. South Florida minus 120, Tulsa plus 270, Wichita State plus 370, UAB plus 2200, North Texas plus 6500, Memphis plus 8000, Florida Atlantic 120 to 1 with Charlotte, Temple 150 to 1, Tulane 300 to 1. Here's my play. You're scared. You're fucking scared. Every team deserves a second chance. All right. Every team deserves a second chance. Who the fuck are you in life to have a tournament without every fucking team? Every team deserves a second chance. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying here.
Great pick, Colby. I like the value there.
Yeah, there is good value. All right. First off, this conference calls themselves America. The American. That's supposed to be what America's about. The second chance. Look at Mac. He's selling t-shirts to Jessica Alba. Right?
Yep.
Second chances. That's what the American dream is based upon. You know? And to keep out not only one, but two great teams, I find absurd. I find it absurd. Now, having said all this shit, let me look at this fucked up bracket. I can't even make sense of it. Max got a point with UAB.
So they're going to win it.
They're going to beat South Florida. Didn't they beat them once already?
They already beat them at South Florida.
Yeah. The other side of the bracket, I think Tulsa's the play. So plus 270 on Tulsa, plus 2200 on UAB. What's crazy is I like the UAB play better than the Tulsa play. Mac, fire.
Yeah, just give me two long shots. Give me UAB, who I think is going to win it. Andy Kennedy. This is what he does, man. He won it, what, 2 years ago? He won it 4 years ago. Every other year, it feels like UAB gets it done. They lost it in the championship game last year. They've already beaten South Florida. I think they make some shots and they get hot here. I'll take a stab on Memphis.
Yeah.
That's my long shot. I mean, they have the most talent.
Do they?
I think they probably do, right? Them are South Florida.
Doug McDaniel, like that's just such a blank.
You loved him a couple years ago.
You got sad when he got ruled ineligible.
I like him because he's entertaining.
He still started at Michigan. I mean, he's a talented guy.
I don't know who
give me Memphis as a home run long shot higher. I mean, long shot chance to win it. Not a higher. They need a higher.
Hilarious.
It's
What
late.
time is
We've been
it?
recording a lot of different shows and stuff. So, I mean, I think it's fair to say, the fuck is that? I will say this Wednesday, March 18th, Overhang Bar, 6 p.m. I see the chat talking a lot about Derek Jeter and his dating circle. I have a great story from a surgeon that I used to bartend on regarding him losing his fiance to Derek Jeter. Right? I'm not going to say who, but for drinking, I will tell you one of the funniest fucking stories I've ever heard in my life. Derek Jeter, complete pile of shit in this move that he did for that day. I mean, look, maybe he was fucked up. I don't know. But for that day, if this story is true, which I believe, I will tell you one of the more fucked up stories that I've ever heard. Overhang Bar, 6 p.m. Bieniek, who you taking here?
I hate doing it, but the last one I took 3 semi-long shots.
You going back to 3?
Nope. I'm going 2 truck. South Florida, Tulsa. I don't see anybody else winning the league. South Florida, best player in the league, and Isaiah Nelson.
It's American.
And USF's got multiple guys that are, I think, power conference transfers in a month that if they play good ball for 2 games, I think they win the league. Tulsa, I think, is the highest variance. Like, if they're hitting their shots, they can run anybody out of the gym. I think their group is pretty dang good offensively. Defense is, sure, a big question mark, but give me Tulsa as the second team, plus 270.
Chalk. A lot of chalk in the air here. Next up, we have the good old the best conference. Don't give me this new Pac-12 bullshit. Big West all day.
Colby, but they've got the bracket that you hate.
That is bullshit. We need to talk.
And they
to
eliminated teams.
Yeah, I actually, more I think about it, I'm a WAC guy.
All 7 teams.
Well,
yeah.
I can't
they
believe
have a
you're
fucked
saying
up
that
bracket too, right?
Yeah, they're trying to eliminate their best team too before
that's
they even
true.
step on the court. I can't believe
Mountain West through and through. All right, what am I doing? Yeah, all reliable. What the fuck is this? All right, you losers, cowards. Everyone's doing this shit. You're making the sport worse.
I don't understand that statement, making the sport worse. We're still getting games.
Not as many.
No, I'd actually argue we're getting more.
What? How so?
Because these ladder brackets are more games than the regular standard ones.
How's that make any sense?
If you were to do an 8-team bracket, you get 4 first round, you get 2 second round, you get 1 championship. That's 7.
So you're saying you get more shitty games this way.
Here you're getting 9.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, come on. This concussion shit is so fucking overrated, dude. Don't start with me here. All right. We've all been concussed. I got a fucking beer stein thrown in my fucking face before. All right. Like, take a month off fucking basketball. Please. I get it. Okay. When you get a concussion, you shouldn't play then, that day, or the next day. To take a month off of basketball, which is not a violent game at all, dude. You're killing me.
You should play with a concussion.
Oh, okay. Is he said no? But he's arguing that, right? Did I miss that?
He's talking out of both sides.
Okay. Okay. Well, I stand corrected then, and you are awesome. I agree if that's what you mean, but I'm saying a month for a concussion in basketball is fucking crazy. I mean, I'm curious your guys' take.
I know.
I've been in a fucking Bronco that flipped over 5 times, right? What are we talking about here?
The problem is with the concussions is that stupid test that they have. If you're too stupid with the baseline, then you're never going to pass it.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that's like, I get it. Okay, it's more serious than we knew 30 years ago or 20 years ago, but at the same time, it's like playing basketball.
Yeah,
there's nothing dangerous about playing basketball. No. Bullshit. I call bullshit. Dr. Dundee.
Max just stuck to the 2 bartenders.
Bieniek, is it okay to miss a month of basketball with a concussion?
No.
I mean, thank you. Appreciate your honesty. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, we've all been concussed. Like, you had to work a shift the next day or something. You know what I mean? You had to go do something. Like, what are we talking about here? This is just classic overreaction. Anyway, I do apologize. He was saying apparently that everyone should play concussed. Okay. Got me there. 357 giving us $10. Who's been with more women? Jeter, Tiger Woods, or Moneyline Morgantown MAAC?
Those 2 are lucky to be in company with me.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, look, there's only one Mountain Mamas. It's in Morgantown. The answer is served right there. Big West, Irvine is plus 165. Hawaii plus 220. UC San Diego plus 700. Santa Barbara plus 800. Northridge plus 1500. UC Davis plus 2200. Fullerton plus 2200. Cal Poly 100 to 1. Why would you eliminate teams here? Why? You know damn well Hawaii ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, they're gonna show.
Like that's the one. Like they're gonna lose the first fucking time they. Question is who's they're playing. I think it's gonna be Santa Barbara, but I fucking hate the Santa Barbara team. Something about me hates the Santa Barbara team. How do you
play the extra game too?
How do you just have just a total brain fart and miss guard one guy? South side of the bracket. Dude, but I don't trust Davis and Fullerton. It's got to be Santa Barbara. I'll take Santa Barbara. I don't trust those two schools. As much as I think they're better, I just don't trust them. In the North, youtube.com/the college experience. I'll take a shot on CSUN. CSUN and Irvine. Did you remember watching that game? Or like, I think you beat me in a lock battle, Mac. Irvine won the game, but CSUN had the lead with like 5 seconds left. Remember that?
Yes. That
could be interesting. And this is in Vegas, right? Is it still in Vegas or is it somewhere else now?
I think it's in Vegas.
Okay. They were in like San Capistrano one year.
Yeah, they're in Henderson.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Give me CSUN and give me Santa Barbara. CSUN plus 1500, Santa Barbara plus 800. Mac?
Give me UC San Diego in the top half. I like the way that they finished the season. They won at Irvine. Won 8 out of 9 coming down the stretch. First year head coach, Olin went over to New Mexico, but I think Allard's done a solid job. So give me them in the top half, and then in the bottom half, give me Santa Barbara again. Pasternak and company.
I mean, they're better. Their roster is better than all of the teams in the South. The problem is like I do worry about the culture. To Bill Russo's point in the chat, like something has been off all year with them. Like,
yep.
But I just don't trust Davis, Fullerton, or Hawaii. I have zero faith in any of those. Like I almost feel confident that Hawaii will not win this field. Like I know Vegas is the 9th island they say. I just think Hawaii is known to choke, especially away from the island. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
So, of the two favorites, I think Hawaii would be my pick. But I don't have a bet on either one. I kind of believe what Colby's saying with Hawaii, and then Irvine. Russell Turner's had 13 seasons with double-digit Big West wins in conference. He's only gone dancing twice. So, traditionally, just kind of been a choke artist in the conference tournament with
they
UC
play they play a style, and this is why I love taking dogs against Irvine. I went to the anthill like 50 fucking times, dude, to catch ball games, and they play that Tony Bennett shit. When you do that, like I appreciate it. I'm glad it's in the game, but you are susceptible for a loss at any point. At any point, because you play slow as fuck. You could lose any. I mean, now that this bracket actually helps him. Had he had this bracket 10 years ago, he probably would have more tournament appearances.
Maybe.
But yeah. So who you taking?
So my angle here is there's a reason why these two teams that are playing in the first round are the third and fourth shot in the league. Barbara at plus 800 is the first one I'm going to mention to everybody as my first bet. So with UC Santa Barbara, their best player was Miro Little, and he was out with injury for 2 different long stints this season. On the court, they're a different team with him. He's on the ball. Mahaney doesn't have to be on the ball, and Mahaney's better as a catch and shoot guy rather than a creator. We saw that at St. Mary's, and we saw that's the reason why he wasn't playing at UConn. And when Miro is on the ball, and was playing, this team was 12-3. Without him, it just has not been the same team. So I like the Gauchos with him. He played one game, the final game against UCSD, kind of got his feet under him. The team was able to play with him a little bit. They lost a 1-point game. I said throw it out the window. I like that he got a little bit of burn under his wheels once again. The other team I'm going to take is to those Tritons at the 5 seed. They're also playing in the first game. They've finished the season hot as hell. MAAC already mentioned it. One of the teams in best form right now. And they have a win over Irvine already this season. They have a win over Hawaii. It's a first-year coach in Clint Allard. He's got to go the entire length of the way to win the league. But I like the form that they're in. So give me UCSD.
All right. Bieniek echoing what Max said. Shout out to that. Next up, yes. First flicks. Let's go. Old Henry. Bet Detective had recommended that. I co-signed that, and we might be doing a movie podcast, by the way. Not that any of you Jack fucks probably watch movies.
Colby adding another podcast to his repertoire.
Trackstar says Dundee claimed to be a Big West expert. You back east now. Revoked. I still had a great year. I actually think that was my best conference for. Let me ask you guys this: what conference do you feel like you were best in? I still feel like I was best in the Big West. Like I feel like that was my number one conference over any other fucking conference all year long.
I know my backyard. Horizon and the MAAC.
Yeah.
Big 12.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And don't worry. I might be back. Next up, we have the WAC. Valley's in.
Abilene Tarleton in the playing game.
There's going to be some collusion. Like, WAC is going to pay some refs to get them eliminated from the tournament. They're going to get 8 free throws. The other team's going to get 30. See ya.
Yeah, Mountain West would probably be my second best conference. Maybe my best. All right, so the odds are Valley plus 105, Baptist plus 155, Arlington plus 1,000, Utah Tech. Who's that? Dixie State's plus 1,300, Tarleton State's plus 4,500. The T-Birds. Mac, you gotta sprinkle the T-Birds.
Always.
Plus 5,000. Abilene 100-1. No no. What am I fucking stupid? I can't even read Tarleton. All right, let's get a closer look at this bracket. So,
it's still a fine print.
I mean, you gotta play. This is in Vegas too.
I think Utah Valley's going to win it. I know they have the distractions off the floor, but I think they're the best team by far.
Yeah. I'll take Baptist plus 155. And there's no sense of plus 105. Baptist will get to the championship game. Plus 155, it's worth a sprinkle there. And 357, appreciate the donation. Gabe Morrissey's a friend, man. I go on his show twice a week. Shout out to Gabe. Great fucking guy. Glad you know him. Glad you know of him. Mac, you're sticking with Valley.
Yeah, give me the plus 105. There's only 7 teams. They don't have to beat that many.
Bieniek?
So I will take Cal Baptist at plus 155. They've got the best player in the league in Dominic Daniels. And then if it's not him as the best player in the league, give me Dior Johnson and Tarleton State.
It is hilarious. Hard to beat a team 5 times. What? How many times did you play?
I know.
They played 3 times in the regular season. So Tarleton, they played all their guys the final couple of games of the season. Dior Johnson played 3 straight games to finish it out. If he's playing, I think they've got a puncher's chance. So I'll sprinkle a little bit on the 45-1.
Not bad. I'll actually tell you on that, Bieniek. Tragic magic too. Coach Sleefen. All right, health problems. He also has a lot of power.
Over Cal Baptist this year too.
Yeah. Next up we have the oh yeah, let's talk about this. The MAAC. Yes.
2-bid MAAC.
It's gonna be 2 bids.
Oh yeah.
I want it to be 3, but it's gonna be 2.
So wait, hear me out, Bieniek. If Akron beats Buffalo, then beats Kent State, and loses to UMass in the championship game, is Akron in?
Probably not. Unfortunately, probably not.
Shout out, Steve Alford called out the seedings too, the rankings, or like
there's a lot of people on this bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. The metrics, this shit, they gotta ditch. They can't put this much emphasis into the metrics. Well, I'm definitely not taking Miami, Ohio, but there's value in Miami, Ohio. Damn it, dude. So you're telling me I have to take the Redskins? I do think UMass is going to catch them. I do think UMass is going to catch them. I think everyone's going to be, they're going to be thinking, okay, we got Akron in the championship game. UMass should have beat them the first game. Second game, wheels fell off late. The problem is Cleveland's probably going to be rocking for the Redskins there, but
11 a.m. tip. I'll be there.
I don't see Bowling Green or Toledo getting them. Maybe Toledo. Toledo almost got them, but okay. So, fuck, dude. I think Akron's definitely winning this conference, but I don't want minus 115. I hate how Vegas gives us no edge on the Zips.
Dude, this is the matchup shook out nicely. The Battle of I-75 and the 4-5 game.
So the MAAC is pretty tight when it comes to the odds. I said it a couple of days ago before we even saw the bracket. I think John Gross beats his brother Travis Steele in the championship of the MAAC, but I don't see value on either one of them, to be quite honest. Akron's going to have to play Kent State, their rival in the semifinal, just to get to the final. Miami, Ohio is not the favorite to win the league. I think that says a lot because I think there's going to be quite a bit of action played on these Red Hawks to win it with that undefeated record and the amount of public attention they've caught. I think the two best UMass, value plays.
The play is fucking UMass.
I think the two best value plays here are Kent State at 16-1. They've been a solid team all year long, and give me the variance with Toledo at 15-1.
Really?
And
dude,
Coach Kowalczyk.
I think the play is UMass. Think about this. If UMass beats Miami, Ohio, which they almost did twice now, they get the team after the Battle of I-75.
And
that's a huge fucking rivalry game. Yeah. So then you're sitting there waiting for what you think is Akron, but Akron plays Kent State, which would be a rivalry game. I mean, if UMass can pull this off, you can't ask for a better scenario.
You're saying like UMass isn't going to be coming off a high of knocking off Miami, Ohio, giving them their first loss. Like, I understand you saying, hey, the winner of the Battle of I-75, the winner of Akron, Kent State. But also, if UMass knocks off the undefeated team, the last one,
that's fair.
They're going to be on a
MAAC.
They're going to be on a letdown spot. No doubt.
No. If you pull off an upset like that, dude, you carry that shit into the next game.
If you win a rivalry game in the tournament, I can argue that you're going to carry the momentum too.
I forgot about Buffalo because Buffalo just lost by 1,000. Looked like shit the other night. But I don't think Buffalo's beating Akron.
If UMass beats Miami of Ohio, they're going to win the tournament.
I just think you have to play UMass. I really believe
if he wins that first one, he's going to win the tournament.
You got to play UMass. They've played Miami really good the first two times. Probably better than every other team in this fucking bracket. I mean, I guess short of Akron.
I hear your argument on catching some teams after rivalry games. I also think it works the opposite way. UMass, after beating Miami, Ohio, is in the letdown of all letdowns.
I mean,
I'll give
him some. I think Bieniek's got a little bit of a
on
point.
The line the next day after a rivalry game,
but
too.
I still think they're foreign to like Bowling Green and Toledo, where it's like, oh, we have UMass. What's our scouting tape on them? You know what I mean? Like, let's go. I think UMass has got to be the fucking play. Give me UMass.
And UMass has been the streaky team in this league. They lose 5 in a row, they win 4 in a row. They lose 6 in a row, then they win 5 in a row. Like they're all over the fucking place.
I want a second play because I think there is immense value. And I think the second
UMass
play
has not won 5 in a row in conference play all year.
Okay, but I'm saying they're still
won 5 in a row.
They haven't won 3 in a row, which is they're going to need to win 3 straight games. They haven't done it in conference play all year.
But they never played them after all their rivalry games. Like hypothetically here, if they upset UMass, if they upset Miami, have they played Bowling Green or Toledo after the I-75? Which is a huge fucking rivalry. They have billboards. They have this fucking shit right here. You know what I mean? Like, that's a huge fucking rivalry, right?
They won 5 in a row, 1 point over Oregon State, Florida State, and Boston College. They can win 3 in a row against the MAAC.
Dude, you couldn't ask for a better setup for UMass. This is a great setup because if Akron has to play Kent State in the second round, that's a gigantic fucking rivalry game too. So they could be getting 2 rivalry games here. I'm going to take the other one, though, as Kent State at 1,600 because if Kent State gets Akron, Kent State, UMass for the championship, I want both sides of that shit. So give me Kent State at 1,600, UMass. UMass is in a great seeding spot, though. I know that sounds crazy because they're playing someone 31-0, but I would prefer if you told me UMass was in the 4-5, I would hate it because they've played Miami, Ohio really good. I'm in. Let's go. Mac, do you want to give out anyone else besides UMass?
No, Bieniek, you can clip it. 40-1, UMass will win the tournament. Saturday night, the Minutemen will go back dancing in year 1.
Who do you think they play, Mac?
Kent State.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
UMass over Kent
you should
State.
Take both.
I'll sprinkle. I like Senderoff. Senderoff's a good coach, and they've had success in this tournament. They've beaten Akron in this tournament too. So yeah, give me UMass over Kent State in the Saturday championship game. Miami of Ohio doesn't win. Akron doesn't win. The MAACtions, and it's flipped right upside down on its head. Let's go.
Thursday night. I mean, we'll be here talking about the games. UMass lost to Miami, Ohio. MAAC's going to be like, I can't believe I got sucked into this team once again. 1 week ago, I said, just get them out, eliminate them. I didn't want to watch them. Didn't want to get sucked in.
Yeah,
I got sucked in.
Fair,
it's happening.
Short of Akron.
I see the matrix.
UMass has
seeing
played
right through it.
UMass has played Miami, Ohio the best. UMass has played Miami, Ohio the best.
Miami, Ohio has been in dogfights all conference long.
Well, name me the 2 matchups that they were on the ropes for these other 2.
Like they've needed game-winning shots in 4 games. Like Buffalo, they needed game-winning shots in both.
Okay.
Off the top of my head.
No, that would be the only other one I think is Buffalo, because they blew out Bowling Green. Toledo, they 1 blowout, 1 close game. Ohio, 1 blowout, 1 close game. Kent State. Didn't Kent State wasn't that was a close game.
Only played Kent State and Akron once.
Yeah.
They stacked the deck for their top 3 teams. They never saw each other twice.
Dude, I just read. Did you read that article on Miami, Ohio Sports?
No, I did not.
I shared it from our account, TCE on SGPN. They're throwing big time money into football and basketball, dude. Huge money.
Good for them.
ACC aspirations, they mentioned in the article.
ACC aspirations?
They're just saying when the realignment comes, we want to be positioned. So they're throwing big money. They want to be the highest paid, or they want to be like essentially in the top 5 of non-power 5s. So they're going all in on sports. They did some type of study. I shared this article earlier. They did some study where it said like sports bring in this much. We're going all in this day and age. Let's go. What's
the line going to be on Thursday? Like 4?
Ken Palm's got it at 9.
It's just such a sleepy game too. You're like, oh, we get UMass.
It's just going to be like 6.
I don't
can't
think
wait.
It's sleepy for a lot of the reasons you guys mentioned. Like they took him down to the wire twice.
They just went 31-0.
How is it sleepy?
I was there.
Tournament game.
I was at Miami of Ohio's last game. That was an emotional ass fucking win.
And they're playing like Bieniek, you have to admit, UMass is still foreign to the fucking conference.
Yeah, but
all these veterans,
they have tape on 18 games in conference play.
And they're banged up. They are banged up.
They've been banged up for a month and a half. They've won all the games.
Dude, they've won 3 like buzzer beaters going into this tournament. Like they're going to get got. They're going to get got. And it's going to be on Thursday at 11 a.m. Because
you guys have been saying this since middle of January that they're going to get got
by UMass.
Yeah, you guys called it out on UMass the January's 27th.
No, I'm saying
they won.
They're going to get got this week by UMass.
No, I don't see it happening.
Hater.
Next is chalk.
Next up we have.
I've been pushing back on it like the entire season, and they've ran the table.
So. Suter did.
Hey, dude, they haven't covered in like a month. It feels like.
The ATS wise, yes. I mean,
yeah, they haven't been making money. Like they're gonna get got. Teams that don't fucking cover over and over, they eventually get got. They're getting got on Thursday.
Hold on here. XXX only says, "Hey Mac, longtime listener here, and Morgantown resident. Great name. Oh, Onify. I'm sorry, I thought it was only. What is it? Oh, I got you.
If they beat
I see the triple X right from the start.
Yeah.
What needs to happen?
Got a lot of work to do.
If they beat BYU in Houston, they should be in. If they beat Houston on Thursday, they should be fucking in. You got fucking.
I agree. I don't know if they'll give you that treatment.
Yeah, you say it so easily that they're gonna beat Houston.
No, that's why I said if you're not listening. If they beat Houston.
And it in one ear out the other. Let's move on.
You asked me a fucking question, Bieniek. I said if they beat Houston, they should be in.
And you got upset that I didn't respond. So
no, you said you started stuttering, and I'm like, dude, I said if they beat Houston.
Okay, and I didn't respond.
Okay, then next.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's not what you said, but next.
The fuck is that?
I said.
Hello.
They got a lot of work.
You play to win
slide.
the game. You don't play to just play it.
Next slide has
replay that.
Next slide has the MAAC schools. How do we get this on there?
Oh fuck.
The MEAC. I need the odds.
No. That was not the final version of it. You might have downloaded it too early, maybe. Hold on. Go to the next slide and we can come back to this one.
All right. Oh boy, there was only 4.
Oh God.
Mac, we got to go in on Fran. We got to go. He's got to beat Harvard. He's going to beat Harvard. He's going to beat Harvard. Then we're in a one-off at plus 650.
That's how I feel about it. It's the same thing with Winthrop.
Winthrop? What the fuck are you talking about right now?
What the fuck?
No, like I said the same thing the other day with fucking Winthrop. Like I said, I'm going to take him plus 650 to beat High Point, but do I think they're going to? Probably not, but like there's great value on that. It's the same logic.
All right. Were they 650? I don't know.
450, 650.
Covering your tracks?
And then what were they in the tournament or the championship game? Plus 210.
I'm all over these Quakers plus 650. They're going to beat Harvard. They're going to beat Harvard. The other game, we'll find out. Harvard, I think they take them down. Love betting on coach's name Fran. White, what you know, when you're the white guy as in Fran in the Ivy League, that should be minus 1,000. Bieniek?
My team here is actually Cornell at plus 330. They're the host of Ivy Madness this year. They get Yale, who they beat a week ago by 3, and they beat them in this building. And Yale just hasn't been as sharp, I think, this year with 3 losses in conference play and 2 of them to teams in this thing. So I think minus 110 is a little crazy that they're like the slam dunk favorite here because they have the loss to Harvard. They have the loss to Cornell. I think they're vulnerable. Give me the home team in Ivy Madness, Cornell. I think they've also got a lot of variance to them. If they're hitting their threes, they're tough to beat.
They are. Should be George Mason this year.
Just give me Penn and Harvard. Penn and Harvard. Just give me one of those dogs in the championship game.
All right. I think that's all of our tournaments. So we need the MEAC here. All right. So the MEAC, Howard minus 300, which is understandable. Norfolk State plus 600, Morgan State plus 1,200, North Carolina Central plus 1,600, Eastern Shore plus 2,200, South Carolina State plus 5,000, Delaware State 100 to 1. All right. Why don't I see Coppin State?
They are not
eligible?
academically eligible.
That's right. What kind of horse shit are we doing here? Academically.
This is a fun tournament, by the way. I love this tournament.
How do you suck in school and on the hardwood?
I don't know. Ask LSU, right?
In school? What happened with LSU?
No, I just like to throw shade at them. All right.
Oh. I thought there was a joke that flew over my head.
No, I'm just saying that I don't think they're known necessarily for their academics. I mean, how the fuck do we? I mean, no, there's no point in taking fucking Howard.
Correct. I think they win it though. I think the Bison win.
I mean, they are minus 300.
You know. I think who it is though. You know who I think it is. I think we got to play Morgan State because Morgan State Howard's a rivalry game, and if you get to the championship game, you never know a fucking rivalry game. You just never know. You know what I mean? Like they drilled Morgan State the last time they played them.
This is still in Norfolk, right?
Where is this, Bieniek? Is this in DC?
Did they move it from Norfolk?
I don't remember where it was when I pulled it up. Give me 2 seconds. It's at Norfolk.
I'm thinking Norfolk.
They just got drilled by. I don't know. But...
This is their tournament, though. I was at that fucking rig thing last year.
I'll take Morgan State. No strong conviction, but you can't take. There's the value on Howard's so bad. Give me Morgan State plus 1,200.
Give me Norfolk and South Carolina State.
So you have one of the teams playing Howard.
Yeah,
they
get the game under their belt, and then we'll see if we can pick off Howard. And I think if you pick off Howard, you carry the momentum and you win the championship.
Bieniek?
I think I'm going to agree with your first your gut, Colby, and I'm going Morgan State here. I think they drew a winnable game in round 1 against Delaware State, and then NC Central and Maryland Eastern Shore. I think is manageable. They lost both games to Central. I don't think that Central's a bad look, but I think the rivalry game aspect. I think you may be able to catch Howard in a dog fight with, just a little bit more in that meaning. of a championship game against their rival. So I think that's the best shot of them losing is Morgan State Bears 12-1.
There we go. Shout out to Cliff Lloyd. Appreciate you tuning in, bro. All right, let's jump on to the games. We still have a shit ton of games to talk about.
At least it's not that many. What's it, 22?
Yeah.
More than 22.
Is it?
Yeah. 24. Not by many, but it's 24. Here, it was slide 13.
Oop.
Oh.
Okay. All right, Baylor, Arizona State. Hit me with the numbers, guys, because the numbers weren't out for a lot of
Baylor
these.
laying 3.5.
For the first round games, they weren't out. That's dog shit.
I mean, there was some.
We've known these matchups for
Baylor laying 3.5.
Come on, Baylor. Hurley got fired today, right?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get up
leaked.
for him.
It got leaked that he
should have got leaked
fired.
5 years ago. Matola, I knew you were in here, you crazy bastard. Borks Dowdy says, congratulations to ASU fans. You guys have a tournament game to play in March. I'm on Baylor. It seems chalky as fuck. I'm not locking this. I don't feel comfortable with this. Baylor's been a fucking complete disappointment. Mac, what are you doing here on this fucked up electronic bullshit court? Why does the best conference have to have this gimmicks?
Yeah, and it's an electronic court, and they're still rocking with the dumbass court design that they had last year.
It's the worst.
You could do any court design in the world, and you have the Louis Vuitton bag. That
I honestly have
described it
zero
as last
desire
year.
to watch the Big 12 tournament. That's what's bad.
Okay, I have zero
sucks.
desire to watch any of these afternoon garbage ass games. So many of these teams just do not have a pulse this year.
I think Baylor's been kind of like a top half of the league team over the second half. I'm locking Baylor. I don't think they're getting up for Bobby Hurley.
Standalone. We have to bet this. I'm with you.
I don't think they're getting up for Bobby Hurley.
Double lock Baylor. It stinks though, dude. It seems so fucking obvious. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I mean, I'm not buying anything of what Mac's selling me with top half, and they're 5-7 in our last 12 games in the second half.
But they've been chippy, dude. Look, fuck the record. They took Arizona to the wire. They took Houston. They had a lead at Houston with 8 minutes to go.
Yeah.
They've been playing good. I don't care what the stats say. I've watched the games.
I mean, Arizona State's been playing good then. They have a win over Kansas. They have a win over Texas Tech. That's where I'm going.
But then they get killed in every other game.
Give me the Sun Devils.
I think Bieniek, what I feel like everyone saw the tweet of Hurley out. Everyone's gonna be taking Baylor, right? It just seems so fucking chalky, but I'm gonna do it, Mac, because I believe they're a lot better than Arizona State.
Yeah, and first game of the day. Let's lock it up.
We have a battle, just like that, just like that.
What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
Donji, Mac on Baylor, Bieniek on them Devils. Forks up. Pittsburgh is in Charlotte, taking on Stanford. Capel, perhaps his final game.
Yeah,
as a Pitt Panther. Too. Stanford laying 5.5. Don't like this number, but give me Stanford. I will not bet this one because it is not standalone. I feel like watch Pitt beat them on the money line. Mac, what are you doing here?
I'm locking Stanford. They stayed out east. I think that they're right on the bubble. I trust Kyle Smith to get his guys up. I think Stanford wins one and makes it interesting. Pitt's quit.
McIntyre locking up the Indians of Stanford. Shout out to Jay North giving us $5. Try this again after the $2 failed. The Huggy Bear Conference Champ Parlay. UAB, UMass, Utah State. Are you in, Mac?
I'm in. I may be the most worried about Utah State.
I was about to say, yeah. The first two sound great.
Yeah,
I'm out on the final one there.
Calhoun's worried about his next gig. Just give me the UAB and UMass parlay.
Yeah.
They're focused. They're locked in on this tourney.
Bieniek, what are you doing here in Charlotte?
I'm on Pitt here actually. They're 3-2 in their last 5. I don't think they've quit. I think they've actually shown some fight. They're able to compete against the bottom half of the league. Their 3 wins are all against trash teams. I think they compete and lose by 3. No lock.
Alcorn State's taking on Prairie View. How about Alcorn State today? Good God. No way it's sustainable. I will lock up Prairie View minus 6.5 points. They have yet to win back-to-back games in the SWAC. Mac?
What'd you say the number was?
6.5.
Who's yet to win back-to-back games?
Alcorn State.
They beat Valley State and Bethune in back-to-back games.
And Kramer's nugget is full of shit. Because that's what Kramer said on the show.
I'll lock Prairie View. Fuck this Alcorn bullshit. That shit.
Double lock on Prairie View. Maybe it was cover.
Could have been cover.
Yeah. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Because if they've only beat Valley State by 8, they probably did not cover that game. I will take Prairie View. I don't love this. Alcorn has a win over Prairie View, so I'll stay away from the bet here, but I'll lay it.
Double lock on PV. Lay the 6.5. Next up, we have the Utes taking on Cincinnati. Cincinnati laying 11.5. The chat was talking about it earlier. I will lock up the Utes plus 11.5. They played at 5th, 3rd. Just 2 weeks ago. Utah kept it close. I think it happens again on that fucked up court. Mac?
I'll battle you. Cincinnati finally drops one. I think they reset, and I think they come out and drill Utah by 20.
Bieniek?
Sprinkle a little bit on the money line. I think I can see it happening, that Cincinnati just falls flat on their face. Flame out. Wes Miller's gone. Utah covers the spread. Sprinkle a little bit on the money line.
Wing out of bounds. Bieniek and Gandhi on the Utes. McIntyre on the Bears. They're cats. Next up,
Utah plus 550 on the money line.
Woo! Syracuse, SMU laying 5.5. Get this shit out of here. I hate the 5.5 number. I'm locking up SMU. Lay the 5.5. McIntosh, what are you doing here?
Moneyline chalk and tire over here. Lay, SMU, lock it. That's 5 favorites and 5 locks.
Double lock on the Mustangs. Bieniek?
Yeah, I'll take SMU. I feel like they need it a whole lot more. So
lock?
I don't love it because they've needed games down the stretch and they haven't come through.
Fair enough. Next up, we have Maryland, Oregon, and Chicago. Oregon laying 3.5. I'm on the Ducks.
Shout out to Colby going and find the actual logo for the Big Ten, not the women's one that I pulled.
It's okay. It happens. I did have to find it, and I was surprised that they didn't have a better logo available with all that money they make.
You didn't think this was a good logo?
I do, but you should have the white backdrop. You know what I mean? Like every other conference, like when you see like this,
Yeah.
it stands out.
Like
this
a
is
white
kind of lazy.
outline.
Yes.
I agree.
I'm on Oregon laying 3.5. I trust Altman in these tournaments, but if there's ever a year not to trust Altman, this would be it. But give me the Ducks laying 3.5. Mac?
I'm locking Maryland. I liked what I saw from them the other day against Illinois, and I'm fading Oregon off that crazy 4-point win against Washington. I think everybody will want to hop on Altman because of his March track record, but this Oregon team sucks. I think Maryland wins the game outright. Let's go Terps.
McIntyre locking up the Terps. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
These two teams suck.
That's why they're playing on Tuesday.
Oregon's 4-3 in their last 7. I'll take the Ducks.
Yeah, I'm not betting it either. Fuck this game. Next up, I do have a wager here though, because these there retrievers, these Chesapeake Bay retrievers, are laying 8.5 against these Riverhawks. Get this shit out of here. Lowell has won 7 of their last 10 games. They've had a couple days off too?
Yeah.
I'm all over Lowell. The UMBC's won like 10 straight games. The pressure's on them. Lowell plus 8.5. Mac, sprinkle that plus 280 money line on these Riverhawks. Let's go. McIntyre, what are you doing here?
They really have fucked him up the last 2 times.
I know.
Tough matchup for him.
But I also have liked what I've seen from Lowell outside of that one UMBC game coming down the stretch. So, yeah, I'll lock up Lowell. Let's go. I think this is a tight game. I don't know if they win the game outright.
Double lock on these Riverhawks. Bieniek?
I'm locking UMBC. They have a win of 23 and a win of 24 against Lowell this year. It's just a big time matchup advantage. Their defense against Lowell's offense. Lowell struggles to score against UMBC so far this year. So I'll take the Retrievers to lay it, and I'll lock it.
We got a battle. Dundee back on Lowell. Bieniek on them Retrievers. Next up, we have Missouri State taking on the Sunblazers of FIU, the airport. This is in Huntsville, Alabama. FIU's laying 1.5. I am on FIU laying 1.5, and I will bet this game. Lay the 1.5 with the Sunblazers. Blaze on with that Pitbull money. Missouri State's 2-8 their last 10. They're trash right now. Mac, what are you doing here?
I'm battling you. I think it's a breath. It's a new start.
A breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
That's what Mac's
that's
got
all
in
this
a
Jessica
lot.
Alba talk. He's like this breast of fresh air.
Who the fuck
What
is
he was
FIU?
thinking when he
FIU
was posing with all those cheerleaders. For photos. Did you
FIU
see the one
is-
basketball player today with the cheerleader too?
Yeah.
Like he got a breast of fresh air.
FIU's terrible. They fucking just
FIU's terrible. What are you talking about? FIU's good.
They're terrible. They just beat Western Kentucky by 30. That was a game of the year for them. I'll fade that. Give me
How are
Missouri
they that
State.
terrible? They fucking took Liberty to overtime both times. What are you talking about?
Well, Liberty can't
Battle.
beat anybody in this league for like the last month.
No, I'm
1-7
talking
in
back
the
with
last 8 sounds terrible. That's not FIU.
Buy low, bean flick.
What are you doing here, Bieniek?
FIU. I don't love this game though. Pass.
We got a battle. Dundee, Sunblazers, Macintosh, ride the bear. Next up, we have Mercyhurst. This is the easiest bet of the day.
Come on. I need it so bad. I have the lake show.
Mercyhurst is plus 240 on the money line. What are we doing here? The line is 6.5. This is the easiest play of the day. Mercyhurst Take the points, back yourself up. Take the plus 240 money line. What are we doing here? Mac?
These motherfuckers really are going to the NCAA tournament. They're not even going to win their conference. This fucking Lugas.
They've already
scam.
celebrated, dude.
I know.
You see the videos? Yeah.
Yeah. They've been on national TV all week with their fans and shit. I mean, come on.
Well, that's unfair though, because the psychological damage of it's on the conference and the NCAA. Because had this been a game where they knew they had to win, I do think Long Island would win. They would not cover this number though. And now you're telling me that we have this game. It's not their fault that they know they're in, but this game is useless. And I can't believe this number considering all this.
Do you remember the last time we had this situation in this fucking conference? It was Merrimack who beat FDU. FDU knew they were in. They celebrated. Merrimack beat them in the conference tournament final. FDU went on and did what they did. They won their play-in game. They knocked off Purdue, the 1 seed.
Good coach that year.
Yeah. First flicks. I know I'm the fucking biggest Long Island fan on the planet. But this is just makes why. Let me ask you something. If you're Rod Strickland, do you even play your starters? You don't want them injured for the tournament.
I do.
It's still a ring.
This still it's still like a.
How many fans are showing up to this?
A lot.
Oh,
I think a lot.
I think that place could be slayed.
Really? I
think it's going to be the most packed it's ever been.
Really?
They're catching so much positive media attention right now. People will want to go see them.
I think that place would be jumping, but I actually think that works against them.
Works, yes.
Yeah.
I'm
on.
You got to take the money line on Mercyhurst here.
Yeah.
They feel disrespected from the NCAA's stupid rule. They're going to say, we're going to prove a fucking point on your dumb fucking rule.
Yeah. And they're going to appeal against it or like try to say, hey, we'll win it and then we'll go to court or whatever. That's going to be what they're telling themselves. I've got the future on Mercyhurst. Can't wait. But I'll also take the plus 6.5. I'll lock that with you guys.
Yeah.
This and by the way, this matchup has come a long way. This is for the championship 2 years ago. This was a rigged game, and they cut the fucking
no. Not a rigged game. It's fucking a Steinberg Wellness Center where the screws are loose and Sister Teresa is there. And you're going to the goddamn vending machine, and you better believe you're trying to get that C14. No Kit Kat for you. That shit's gonna get stuck, and we will be taking the fucking money. Right?
There's more corruption at that fucking Steinberg than there is at my Morgantown apartment with that fucking maintenance at 4 a.m.
That's a bold statement.
So
all I know is we're hard-working, tax-paying people like you, and we don't take shit from nobody. You got that, asshole? Ask me. The fucking union that works for you.
What were you gonna say, B?
Mercyhurst only lost by 2 the first time they played at LAU.
No,
they beat them by 8 in the other game.
Dude, if this were both teams going full on,
I'd
and the line was 6.5, I bet you the final score is like Long Island 62, Mercyhurst 60. Like that. I mean, now you're telling me there's no stakes. What are we doing here? Triple lock on Mercyhurst here. The hospital. What a great year for the hospitals, by the way.
Yeah.
Have you thought about that?
Yeah, both hospitals in the final.
This is the type of shit I think about.
Both of them playing.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever will be together. We're up top 'cause we play to win.
Next up, this is a smash play too. The technology of New Jersey's got you an 11.5 at Vermont. Nope. Lock Vermont. You win by 20. You could actually consider outlining this.
Did anybody catch the Vermont Bryant game? It looks like Vermont woke up.
Yeah. Are we all in unison here?
Yes.
Have to be.
Yeah.
This is the one program you can trust. And they're in Patrick Gymnasium.
Triple lock on the Carousel of Vermont, playing 11.5.
Friends forever will be together. We're up top 'cause
I think that's my first America East bet in it. Easily 3 weeks.
No, this is a UMBC game. Wake Forest.
That too.
Virginia Tech. The Hokies are laying 2.5. Dangerous game for these Hokies. But here I am. I saw that press conference when Mike Young says, "What the fuck am I doing wrong?" His Hokies get up for him. They lay the 2.5 and cover. They win by 4. Mac?
I'm battling you, man. I thought they played really, really well on Saturday against Virginia. I think it's a letdown spot. Wake. Why is this number 2.5?
Wake, well, they split in the regular season.
Yeah, but I mean, Virginia Tech's a fucking bubble team. They gotta have this game like blood. Pressure game. Give me Wake Forest. I like taking Forbes when he's a dog.
What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
You want a part of this battle, Bieniek?
I'm not taking a side in this one. Virginia Tech is my pick. I got no conviction behind it, though. I don't put as much weight in a letdown spot as they enter the conference tournament. I don't
on the
necessarily
outside of the
believe in
bubble. I don't think so either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Battle Sunday on the Hokies, back on the Deeks. Next up, we have Kansas State, BYU. BYU laying 10.5. Oof.
K-State lock.
Nah, I'm not fucking touching K-State.
BYU just stormed the court.
True. I'm laying the 10.5 of BYU. No bet. Fuck this game. Fuck this court. Fuck Brett Yormark. All right. What are you doing here?
Agreed with those parts of it. I think Kansas State's going to win the game on the money line. New season. They've played okay for Driscoll. Like they haven't been horrible, and BYU was broken. They win one game, they storm the court. Now they're laying double digits in Kansas City. I mean,
well, won't the Kansas and Iowa State fans be rooting for BYU?
They don't play till Thursday. They ain't going to be there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah,
they actually have good programs.
I just look at this game and like you. I'd rather watch like a fucking goddamn CSI fucking Albuquerque. You know what I mean? Like, give me this game is trash, dude. Who wants to watch this? This reminds me of like one of these Big Ten games. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
And say that BYU has more life than other teams, but the way they've played down the stretch has been, not much to ride home about. They did get the win against Texas Tech. I think they're the better team. I think they win the game. Kansas State covers.
This is a load management game for BYU. They're gonna opt
culture.
out. They're gonna have some guys opting out in the second half. That'll be like, oh, that was a quick turn off Saturday night in Provo against Texas Tech. We got to play on Tuesday. No, we'll get ready for the NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
well, let's go to Lake Charles.
I know what you're saying. It's a funny joke. They've done this Saturday, Tuesdays all year for the Big 12.
By the way, Mac is locking up the Wildcats.
W-I-L-D. Cats. W-I-L-D. Wildcats.
Yeah, Colby Dilly Daggers has probably got a good point here. Players Era tournament's going to be the next that has these class courts.
Man. And next year's like got 30 fucking teams in it, right? Corpus Christi, Stephen F. Austin. Southland Conference has gone complete chalk. I think it continues to go chalk. I'm going to lay the 7.5 with Stephen F. Austin. I don't think I'm going to lock this, but you could talk me into it. Mac?
Stephen F. did not play well down the stretch, I thought, the last 2 weeks. I think a week off here, I think they reset. I think they get back to what they were playing before that. So I'll lock Stephen F. I'll continue to go chalk in this fight.
I need some action on this 7:00 slate. I got what? Actually, no.
Give me Stephen F. I'll lock it.
Got more than I thought. Bieniek, what are you doing here? Should we bet Stephen F. Austin?
I'm sitting this one out, but I'm taking the Lumberjacks.
Let's go, Mac.
Let's go.
Lay the 7.5 with the Jacks. Do you want to get rich? How does plus 200 sound?
Penn State.
Is this Mercy?
Monmouth is getting 5.5 and plus 200 on the money line against Hofstra, who just won on a fucking buzzer beater. Come on.
In overtime.
Did you see their post game?
No.
Like they didn't celebrate at all. Post game interview, they were like, "Doesn't matter, we're playing tomorrow." Like
Well,
they
I
were
saw
so
them on the
stone
court.
cold.
I
Yeah,
know
like
it's a
on
human
the
reaction.
court, there was some jubilation, yes, but like right after it,
Monmouth is dancing. Take the money line. I have a future on it, of course, so I'm a little biased. Monmouth outright. There's only one king. His name's Rice. Mac, what are you doing here?
I was just getting ready to look up what year are we with King Rice at Monmouth? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. This is year 15. I think he breaks through tomorrow night. I think for the first time in 15 years under King Rice, they go dancing. I think they're going to win the game outright. I like getting 4.5.
5.5. You can get 5.5 right now.
Yeah, give me 5.5. Like it, and Hofstra had to play an extra session of overtime. Like that was an emotional, tough, hard fought win. I know Hofstra won both meetings, but I mean the first meeting at Hofstra was a dogfight right down to the wire. Right down the wire. I think Hofstra gets picked off here. Speedy loses another big game.
Double lock on the Hawks. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I'm taking Hofstra. I have the future on them. Even if I didn't have the future, I probably wouldn't lock it with coming off of that buzzer beater. But at the same time, like I'm kind of buying what they're selling. I also believe in good karma. Hofstra won the CAA tournament back in 2020. Tournament got canceled. They're back here in the final. I think they get the job done here once again under Speedy Claxton. Different coach, but I think Speedy Claxton gets them back over the hump and into the tournament.
We got a battle. Done. Mac on Monmouth beating on the pride of Hofstra. Flying Dutchman. Next up, we jump over to, oh boy, Detroit, Wright State. Wright State laying 4.5.
It feels like 2012.
I'll take Wright State laying 4.5. Lock it up. Mac?
I mean, yeah, fucking Detroit got them just a couple weeks ago outright. These have been tight games, but I like Wright State to continue that momentum of how they finished that game. I think they just have too much firepower for Detroit. Love the Detroit story, but I think Clint Sargent year 2 gets it done. I'll lay the points against the Hospital.
Double lock on the Vikings of Wright State. Bieniek, triple lock?
I'm going to disagree with you guys. Wright State's been the best team in the Horizon all year long, but in March, half the time it's best team. I feel like more of the time, though, it's the hottest team who's playing the best ball. Detroit just knocked off who was previously playing the best ball in the Horizon down the stretch, and that was Robert Morris. Now you could point to Detroit. They've won 9 of the last 11 games. They've been the hottest team in the Horizon League down the stretch. They beat Wright State in Dayton. Give me the Titans.
Lock?
I have the future. It doesn't make any sense for me to bet it, but if I didn't, I would lock it.
Well, it makes sense to bet it because you get more rich.
Sure. Lock for the show. Yeah.
Battle. Mac, Dundee on the Raiders. The Vikings. Bieniek on the Hospital. Next up, we have Penn State Northwestern. Don't do this to me. You want to get rich, though? Penn
We should
State's
bet Penn.
Penn State's plus 230 on the money line.
Absolutely.
Let's go. I'm definitely taking the points. Sprinkle the fucking money line at Penn State. 6.5. What are we talking about here? Bieniek, we got a double lock going on Penn State. You in?
No, and I'm not betting on either one of these teams. I'll take Northwestern.
Come on, give me those points all day.
Double lock on Penn State. Sprinkle the money line. Next up, Grambling, Jackson State. Shout out to Grambling for destroying and cashing for us today against Valley State. Grambling's laying 5.5. That is not going to happen. I will take Jackson State. I will take the money line at plus 200. Look, last time they played, Grambling won by 3. Revenge for Mo Williams and company. Lock it up. Money line play. McIntyre.
We're gonna battle. I like this Grambling team. I like what I've seen from them down the stretch. And
Whoa. They've won 3 of their last fucking 10 games. What do you like down the stretch that stands out here with Grambling?
I liked what I saw today, and I liked how they won it
against
Alabama
Valley State.
Yeah, 2 of their wins have been Valley State.
What are you talking about?
Shit, they could have done what Alabama State did today and fucking got blown
against
out.
Valley State.
Hold on. And down the stretch, they've gotten drilled by Bama A&M, which it was a big time get up game for Crary.
They've looked like
the former
shit.
coach.
I
They
like
got
what I
blown
saw
out by
last week.
Southern.
I watched it today. I was like,
My whole
right.
handicap is Gramblings look like they quit
lost
2 weeks
to
ago.
FAMU, which is where Crary previously was, and then they got drilled again by Bama A&M.
Then why
who
are
is
they
the
like
former
5.5?
coach at Grambling. They've lost all these big games. They have 3 wins, and 2 of them are Valley State.
Then why are they laying 5.5 if they're so bad?
I don't think. Well, I mean, no. I'd say of the past
Ken
2 weeks,
Palm's
they're
got
so
them
bad.
favored by 5. That is why.
Ken Palm doesn't do shit.
Well, you're siding with.
Well,
Ken
he's
Palm.
agreeing with you're agreeing with Ken
No,
Palm.
this
but-
is above Ken Palm. I'm not a genius in math, but if you think it's going to be a 5-point game, that would be a Jackson State cover, Bieniek.
What?
What?
Oh, you're saying he's covering the 5.5.
Yeah, I'm laying the
It's a hook.
5.5.
I have
Ken
fun.
Palm's got him favored by 6.
Wait, time out. Is it 5 or 6?
Does it make a difference?
Do you argue every point? I said what? I said, why is the number 5.5? You said Ken Palm's got a 5. I said, well, then you should like Jackson State. You said now
He's
it's
got it
6.
I wasn't looking at the score preview.
All
It's
I
6.
know is this. All I know is my whole handicap. My whole
Why are
handicap was Grambling's
you
been
mad?
Grambling's like
I'm
quit
just asking
over
a
the past 2
fucking
weeks.
question, motherfucker. Good God.
It's Grambling in Jackson State. What are you getting all hissy about?
I'm not getting hissy. I'm just asking a question. And on behalf of the whole chat, do you argue every goddamn point? Holy shit.
Colby was stepping on your balls just as much as I
Well,
was.
you've argued
my whole
everything this
handicap
show.
was
It's
Grambling is
unbearable.
trash. Like quit. I know we cashed on him today, but this team has been trash in the past 2 weeks. That's why I was baffled that he said
They're
I
gonna
like the way
beat
they've been-
Jackson State by 20. There you go. Lock battle that.
I hope it happens. I'm rooting for you.
I will battle that. I will battle that. I will battle that all day. But just remember, they've been playing like trash lately. Dundee on Jack State. MAAC on Grambling. Next up, New Mexico State, Jacksonville State.
Easy.
Jack State is catching 1.5 lock. They just blew a double-digit lead against New Mexico State and Las Cruces. Now you're playing in Alabama where they reside. Jack State lock. I'm assuming you're on that, Mac, right?
Yeah, Ray Harper postseason. Let's go.
Double lock on Ray Harper and the Jacksonville State Cox. Bieniek.
Jack State. I don't feel as confident in the bet as you guys do, but I'll tail it. Let's triple lock it.
Did you watch the game the other night?
I did.
They blew a fucking double-digit lead. Like
it's still Jack State. Like I don't feel super confident that they're winning the game.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's a quick turnaround for them. Triple lock on Jack State.
Loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever will be together. We're up top 'cause we play to win.
Shout out to Rodney Hampton. Let's go. Appreciate you tuning in. Next up, Sienna Merrimack for the chip. I got a future on Merrimack. I was convincing myself I should bet Sienna just because Merrimack looked like shit the other night. But I will stay with my Warriors. And fuck it. Let's up the ante. Play the 3.5. Warriors come out to play. McIntyre.
If Sienna gets us, does Jerry Mack get the gig?
I don't know if he's had as good of a year. I thought he was going to. He maybe gets a promotion. I don't know if he gets the Syracuse gig.
I like Merrimack. I think they're better. I think Gallo's going to get the gig.
Double lock on them Warriors.
Maybe
come
not
out to
Syracuse,
play.
Just a gig.
I think both can.
Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Even if neither one of them, even if the loser, I think the loser of the matchup can still get a promotion or a new gig. I'm on Sienna. Like in the conference tournament, I think that Merrimack's looked vulnerable. Like I've loved Merrimack the entire year. I just don't think that they're playing their best ball right now. I'm not betting it.
Next up, Montana, Portland State. They just played on February 28th. So what, a week ago? Or 10 days ago? Montana won by 6 in Missoula. Now you're in Boise.
Montana swept them.
Portland State's laying 2.5. I can't wait to watch this game tomorrow.
Money Williams against Jalen Henderson is quite the matchup.
I'm on the Griz. I think they're better. I know it's hard to beat a team 3 times, but fuck it. Lay it with the Griz. I'm sorry. No, the Griz are dogs.
Yeah,
plus 115. Give me the Griz. Moneyline. Mac?
Yeah, I'm on Montana. I think they continue that momentum from tonight. And it's I think it's a bad matchup for Portland State. I think they beat them 3 in a row. And Portland State hasn't been in this position of being the number 1 seed, pressure in the semifinal with Montana. Yeah, give me Montana to beat them outright.
Double lock on the Griz. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I will take the I was gonna say over, but both games have landed like well under the total. Cocktail Napkin likes the over. I'll stick with Montana. I don't have a bet on this one. I think it's gonna be a fantastic game. Can't wait to watch.
Shout out to the great Troy Trunin. Smoke him if you got him. Hope to see you in Vegas, brother.
That could be a double entendre too. It's nice weather. He could have rolled an actual green on a golf course today.
That's true. That's true. Or it could have been painting with a roller and rolled the green on the fucking side of the wall. Santa Clara, Gonzaga. Zags are laying 7.5. I have a future, so you better believe I'm doubling down on the Broncos of Santa Clara. Give me a 7.5. Sprinkle the money line. They let him off the hook last time. They let him off the hook.
They did let him off the hook.
Mac, what are you doing here?
What was the last time we saw somebody not named Gonzaga or BYU in the final?
Did St. Mary's do it 1 year? Yeah.
Did BYU get it? Is BYU the last team?
Thought St. Mary's got it 1 year.
St. Mary's, I thought, won it.
Is it 2 years ago St. Mary's got it? 3 years ago?
No. What? Sorry. What? Bad question. What's the last time we haven't seen Gonzaga versus St. Mary's in the final?
Oh, okay.
Probably
BYU?
Yeah.
but they still didn't win it. It's been Gonzaga or St. Mary's that's won it every year.
I love the Santa Clara story. They're locked, but I'll lock the Zags.
So the last team that wasn't Gonzaga or St. Mary's to win the WCC conference tournament was Santa Clara back in 1997, and that was the last time.
Steve Nash.
That was
Steve
the last time
Nash.
they were in the NCAA tournament.
You know how I know this?
They've been talking about it.
You ready for this? You ready for this?
But, yeah.
I was in fucking geometry class listening to that on my fucking. I had a Walkman, right? I had a Walkman, and I was pulling up. I had the lungs or the hoodie on, and I was trying to listen. And they upset Maryland in the first round of the fucking tournament. My oldest brother is a diehard Maryland Terrapin fan, so in the middle of the fucking game, you're hearing like this shit, and you're just, it's getting dramatic, and you're just sitting there, yeah, love that right angle, man. I can't believe I'm that old. Battle. BBQ, what are you doing here?
I will I'll take Santa Clara. I think they can cover it. I think they can compete. I think Gonzaga got their bad game out of the way today, though. I think they end up winning it. And I will not bet Santa Clara.
Battle. Sunday on the Broncos. McIntyre on the Zags. Yeah, I remember that fucking game, man. God damn. I'm old. I'm in my 40s. That's how old I am. All right. And I got a bunch of brothers. I'm the youngest. So it's like, y'all jack fucks were watching Lion King. I was watching goddamn Debbie Does Dallas. All right. Next up, we have Oklahoma State taking on Colorado. This line cracked me up. Colorado is laying 2.5. I will lock up the Buffs because this makes no sense. And I feel like Tad's team is young and dumb, and that's what you want in the tournament, even though this will be their lone win in the tournament. But yeah, give me the Buffs. I think they're going to get it done. Mac, do you want to jump on this one?
Yeah, I'm going to battle you. Give me the Pokes.
All right, well, let me play my song.
Look out, just watch him go down to Buffalo. Oh no, it's a guy out of Buffalo. Guy out of Buffalo.
BBQ, what are you doing here?
I'll go Cowboys here. I don't have a whole lot on it. I think they need the game more. I can't take credit for this question, but what are the odds? What would you guys set the odds on the Big 12 glass technology court getting hacked and somebody displaying like a random photo on it?
Wouldn't that be so great? Like, just put some titties on the screen.
Yep. Or the big black guy with the dick.
Come on.
That meme.
Oh, that would be the greatest fucking thing that happened in college basketball in a long time.
So I think there's like a non-zero chance it happens.
I 100% grew up with the beeper. I did. Yes. Battle. All right. You guys are fucking stupid. You're falling for this shit. Why is this the line?
Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem.
Oh, that was a higher seed.
Yeah, I know, but that's all horseshit. Sunday on the Buffs. Mac and BBQ on the Cowboys. The Mexicans are heading to Lake Charles, or they're staying in Lake Charles, but they're playing on these Cowboys, McNeese State. McNeese laying 8.5. Nope. I will lock up the Mexicans plus 8.5. Mac?
Yeah, I like the Mexicans here too. They split the season series, and they were chippy in that second game too. So I think McNeese, we finally get a dog that covers. I think they could be a little bit live in this game.
Agreed. Double lock on the Mexicans. BBQ, what are you doing here?
Triple lock. I think they'll compete. I think McNeese ends up making some more plays, clutch plays down the stretch of the game to win. Rio Grande covers, though.
Triple lock. Viva la Revolution! In Mexico. Final game of the night. Starch Madness, baby. Idaho, which I have a future on, taking on Munson in Eastern Washington. Not going to get Munson out of the middle of Boise, are they? I got to back my boys, though. 1.5. E-Dubs laying 1.5. The over-under at 153.5. I'm doubling down. Vandals against the Red Hot Eagles. Get it done. Give me the 1.5. Actually, fuck the 1.5. Just take it on the money. No. The odds are trash. Give me the 1.5. Mac.
You took the Vandals?
I did. I have a future on them.
That Tulane Memphis game showed how important that plus 1.5 was too, by the way.
Yeah. Well, and the odds are they're dead even right now. So why even you got to take the 1.5, especially in this conference. Yeah.
Idaho swept them. Both games were 3-point games. Like, I think E-Dub's going to get on the right side of this one. I trust Munson in the postseason. Give me E-Dub, short turn, lock it up.
Shout out to Ryan Horvath. Says, good morning. You guys been killing it. Keep the train moving. Appreciate you tuning in. So we're battling here.
Yeah.
All right. Bieniek?
Potato Warriors, no bet for me, though.
All right. We have a battle. Donnie on the Vandals. McIntyre on E-Dub. How about Hick Dundee? Hey, when I play Indiana State, I like that idea. I'll give you what's going on here? Fuck we talking about? Top plays of the night. I mean, there's just deer in a cage in a couple spots here. I'm on Monmouth plus the 5.5 against Hofstra. I'll go with I'll lay the 11.5 with Vermont against NJIT. Mercyhurst plus 6.5. And Jackson State beats Grambling. McIntosh, fire.
I had similar ones circled. Vermont back in their old form. I like them lay the points. I like Penn State getting the number against Northwestern. I think that game comes right down the wire. Fighting for Mike Rhodes. And then what was the other dog I really liked? Where was it?
The first time I ever saw your dick, I had never seen anything so big and thick.
Sorry, Justin was saying that the show would be much better without the music. Strong disagree, Justin, but you know.
His point on the audio spikes with the music, I am able to hear out. Like, we're quieter than the music, but it's the comedic relief of the show.
Monmouth was my other one. I was with you. I agreed on the Monmouth. So to recap, Vermont, the big favorite, and then Penn State and Monmouth as the dogs. Moneyline dog is going to be, what are they? It's juicy. This is a juicy one. Plus 360 in Kansas City. Give me the Kansas State Wildcats to knock off BYU and then play West Virginia the next day.
Bieniek, fire.
Mercyhurst plus 6.5 against Long Island. LAU cut down the nets after the semifinal game.
Yeah.
So they've got to restring up some nets. Give me Detroit Mercy at +4.5. We're double locking the Hospitals. I think the Mercy's been playing really good ball down the stretch of the season. They're very hot right now. UMBC -8.5. This one kind of smells, but I'm jumping in. They've beaten Lowell by 23 and 24 so far this season. 8.5, I'll lock that. And then give me Utah. They're getting 11.5 points. I think they have a chance to win it outright. I can just totally see Cincinnati's season ending in a hot ball of disaster. +550 on the money line there. The Utes knock off the Bearcats.
There we go. All right. Movie recommendation. I was watching. Well, this is an old school movie. It's like 30 years ago. But Dark City. Go check out Dark City. I was watching that again the other day with my wife. Bieniek's on Twitter at NoahB77_. What's up?
I don't mind this look from Dilly Daggers, by the way, over at Underdog Fantasy
this.
player projection on AJ DeBonsa for over or higher than points. He did get kind of robbed for Big 12 Player of the Year. They went best player on best team in the league, which was Jaden Bradley. Hey,
I like that a
for
lot.
all the voters, but I think DeBonsa, NBA culture, he'll be, infuriated, motivated by it. He goes out there and probably scores 40. Which is probably why maybe BYU's the play.
No.
Well, I'm on BYU. I just didn't bet it.
K-State money line.
All right, folks. Moneyline McIntosh is on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. You're going to the Horizon League tournament. Make sure you huff paint with them outside the stadium. I'm on Twitter at @DColbyD. The College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Don't forget, we will be in Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada, March 18th, Overhang Bar, 6 p.m. Tell that Derek Jeter story. Also, get your George Mason Start Your Football Program t-shirts. Go to startyourfootballprogram.com, and that is a shortcut to the shirt. Startyourfootballprogram.com. St. Patty's is right around the corner. A green shirt. Not only will a green shirt that's new get you a better chance of pussy, but obviously on St. Patty's Day that only increases as well. So take a shot, live a little. YouTube.com/The College Experience. Hit that like and subscribe button. Till next time, folks. This is the College Basketball Experience.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. They say the Lord watches over my sins. Over my head, watching hair as it thins. Over the ledge, it ain't letting me in. There's still regiments and relevance to letting me win. Win, lose or draw. You ain't prepared unless you all ready to lose it all. Losing a brawl? Yeah, that's a ride today. Good friends know my Nina Hideaway. They came and went, but the riders stay. So it's like I won the lottery and can't be found. Until I resurface with the latest purchase. 33 and a third and 45 circles. You ain't got that shit. And I ain't 45 king. But on the beats, I've been doing my thing. I start the program and the doorbell ring. I gotta leave town to a place I can't be found. My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. American dreams, lessons, and still they work. I guess the sand on the beach still was really dirt. Now I'm going home, flying over Rome at 30,000 feet. Like, damn, is that really Earth? I see the killers work on walls, familiar turf. Got a little school in graph, 101 was first. Got a little school in math, didn't really work. But put the numbers on the block and I make them hurt. Any block is my stomping ground where my people lay low so they can't be found. They don't wanna be, ain't from the crew, but I'm honorary. Liquid, soul assassin, psycho harmony, type of armory that's more than